All live, all live. Shout out to everybody from TikTok, man. We've been going live on TikTok before the episodes last couple of weeks, and I think it's pretty dope. It's like a pre-party, right? So, you know, we killed two birds. We got two platforms, so on and so forth, because we're not allowed to play music on YouTube, which is our main live platform here. So if you've never been over to TikTok, maybe, you know, you dibble-dabbled here and there. A lot of us almost went away last weekend, but you know what? It's here to stay. Hopefully you have the app installed, because from what I understand, you're not able to install it no more. Yeah. And Tomas just confirmed that, because he just got a brand new iPhone, and they will not let him install TikTok. But if you do have TikTok, come on over. I mix live 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on the West Coast. I play that OG funk, that Tina Marie, to Rick James, to One Way, to, you know, all the freestyle classics, Stevie B, Trenier, and all that great stuff. 11 a.m. And then at night, we do the oldies at 8 p.m. So it's oldies and R&B. So, you know, we dip into some Keith Sweat, some of that good, that Jodeci, you know, that Subway, that John B. Man, that stuff that a lot of you guys are probably made off of if you were born in the, you know what I'm saying, 90s. But with that being said, go follow us at the Blackout Podcast on TikTok, and salute everybody who came from over there to this platform today. So as you can tell, I'm alone on the couch today because this weather has got some people sick. A couple of heads, Crystal, La Blaquiana is not here today. Either is Money Moons. They are both under the weather, so we wish them a speedy recovery.
They got
chorro. That chorro, whatever it is. I don't know, bro. I don't got the inside scoop of that.
What the fuck?
I'm just saying, Bondy guys is the way to go. You know what I'm saying? And put Vex on your chest, mija. Put Vex.
Yeah. I think it's a pretty cool thing that you go live on TikTok before we go on.
Yeah, survive.
Like you brought. You know, you were live, and I was like, dang.
Yeah.
You just killed another bird.
Well, I think that's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Danny, I mean, you know, you got multiple platforms. People ain't going to come to you. You got to go to them.
Yeah, that was pretty tight.
So it was dope. Yeah, and shout outs to Bella. She's out in Mexico right now, so don't forget my tequila, girl. Mm-hmm. Without being said, it's me, Danny Boy, Tortinator, chilling, Big Monster Mars taking photos, and over to the left of me, ladies and gentlemen, my guest, directed by Smitty.
What's up? How you doing?
Trying to catch my breath, homie.
Killing it, man.
What's up with you, man? How's everything, man?
God is good, man. Life is good. You know what I mean? Even when it ain't, it's still blessed, you know?
That's right. Say that again.
I said God is good. Life is good. And even when it ain't, we're still blessed.
Absolutely. We wake up in the morning to see another day, man.
That's it. You can be broke, homeless, but you still got breath in your air. Another day equals another day of opportunity to go out there and get it and change your circumstance, homie.
See, I like where this is going already. Bro, we ain't even 5 minutes into the pod. We already got 3 clips right there.
Yeah.
Directed from Smitty, man. Where you from, brother?
I'm
Originally.
from Rolling Heights, California.
Hey, SSGV, right?
Yes, Simone. Yeah.
I was screaming on TikTok. I was like, IE, because for some reason I thought you lived, in the IE or.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I stay in the IE.
Okay,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
bad.
I've been out here for like 10, 15 years.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah, yeah.
That's your family and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And what's that like, family life?
Yeah, it's beautiful, man. Kids, the boys changed my life for sure,
Yeah, how old are they?
I have a 9-year-old and a 1.5-year-old.
Okay, 9-year-old. That's a big gap.
Yeah, he wasn't planned.
Yeah. Sorry, Mijo. You were accident.
Yeah,
Yeah, what's it like raising? Well, I mean, they got a big gap, so a little big brother takes care of
complete
little
opposite,
brother.
bro.
Yeah.
My oldest is a wonderful kid. Never threw a tantrum in his life, type shit.
Your oldest.
Very respectful. The 9-year-old, very respectful. Please, thank you. Very kind, sweetheart.
Who you get that from, you or mom?
He definitely didn't get that shit from me. Like, yeah, I'm a broken soul, like so. And then the other one is exactly like me, straight desmadroso, straight just payback like a motherfucker.
No shit, bro.
Yeah, I feel he's the karma, like
Yeah.
because he's a handful. But you know what? He's a sweetheart. He's like a Sour Patch Kid, homie. Because he'll just like sock you in the face and he'll hug your ass after,
Oh, so he be swinging then. He be throwing them
man.
things.
He's a.
You don't get his way or what?
No, he does. He's a beautiful kid, man. Like he is. It's just he be triggering my mental health, homie.
You're like, damn, that's me right there. Many moons
he be
ago.
triggering my mental health. But you know what? All in all, I'm grateful to God for him. And it was a process, dog. If we got to speak real.
Yeah.
I wasn't too happy about him coming into this world.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't prepared for that. Well, I don't want to dive too deep into the personal life of that, but it just when something's unexpected, it changes your path. It changes your course a little bit, and
Absolutely.
a child is a big thing into this world, But
blessing.
You know what? But at the end of the day, he is a blessing, and I'm thankful to God for him being on this earth, and he does bring me joy when he's being a good boy.
That's right. That's right.
But
Still a boy.
yeah, and both boys are from the same mom, beautiful mom, good woman, and through all the ups and downs and everything else like that, I'm thankful, for the woman that she is. That's all I'll speak on that. But I'm grateful for it all. God is good.
Hey, amen to that, brother. Because there's never. Two kids are never the same, man. Even identical twins, they got different personalities. And I know what it's like raising boys. I mean, I got one boy, but that's just enough. But it's funny because my littlest, she's 4, and she is something. That's me,
Yeah.
My son is, but her just from everything, man. Just very outspoken and like I was, and she's not shy at all. But being that she's a girl, it's like. Whatever I say goes. She like runs the household. The demanding,
the princess.
The princess.
See, I don't have one of those. I've always wanted to experience that.
Yeah.
But I've never got to, But maybe one day. But as of right now, I ain't having no more kids.
That's right.
So for a while, I mean, this guy, he has my hands full for sure. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like I said, children are blessings, and I thank God for him every day.
Amen. Shout out to all the families out there, man, holding it down. A lot of you guys probably got kids already out the house, already. A lot of you guys are grandparents, so shout out to the grandparents, too. I started late, man. Had my first kid at 41, so I was like, late train. But I wanted to get it all out, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I was like, let me get all the playing out the way, and here we are, settled down. And I think man up above, he has a plan for everybody. So very happy for the RVG fam. Shout outs to my kids and my wife, my beautiful wife as well. Let's talk football real quick because I know we haven't dived yet into the news, but did you hear Dallas Cowboys got a new coach? And I heard you're a Dallas fan, right?
Cowboys.
Are you a Dallas fan?
Yeah.
So is Danny.
Yeah, let's go.
So is Moon.
Let's go.
So let's talk about this.
We're gonna have a good year.
Dallas Cowboys introduced their 10th new head coach, Brian Schottenmeier, and give me a couple times that I can't really. We'll just call him Shotty for short. And the owner, of course, Jerry Jones of the Cowboys, says he's got those skills. He done that. He, in particular, he's uniquely qualified to coach Dak Prescott. Jones said Shotty's been doing this 25 years. He's got tons of experience. He's dealt with many players and quarterbacks. It's just a rare situation. That's why I took it for the Cowboys. He has never been a head coach, though, and a lot of Cowboys are frowning on that. Your thoughts? bringing somebody who's never been a head coach before to coach America's team? Isn't that what they call it, y'all?
A lot of people that I know,
America's team.
including myself, they just feel it's going to be a nightmare situation that we're just going to be in. We're going to be like the Raiders.
Now, the Raiders got Pete Carroll. He's got some Super Bowl experience. And they're like pushing the world on this guy. I mean, Tom Brady sitting there. I'm sure he had a lot to do with that. But I don't know, man, just having a head coach going back to the Cowboys who's never done it before. But he could come out and surprise us all. I don't want to say anything because you never know, man.
Well, like in true Cowboy fashion, win or lose, it's Cowboys for life, you know?
That's right. That's right. Danny?
Well, I'm reading right now. It says he was the offensive coordinator for the last 2 seasons under Mike McCarthy. So
Okay, so he's got a little experience.
yeah. So I'm pretty sure he knows what he's doing.
You know what? All right, then I'm not saying I take that back, but he's never been a head coach before. But I will say this, Sean McVay from our Rams, I don't think he was ever a head coach.
I think, I heard something like that. I don't
either
know. I
as
could be
well.
wrong.
So you never know,
You
man.
never know. Opportunities, new opportunities. It's your time to shine, you know?
Yeah.
So he might just blow everybody away.
Exactly.
And shut everybody up, you know?
There you go.
Only one way to find out is to let it play out the way it's supposed to, you know?
Yeah.
Chiefs or the Eagles? Who you got?
Damn.
Well, I'm a Cowboys fan, and I hate the Eagles, so
No said.
we're
only
gonna
beat
go
them
with
once.
the Chiefs, I guess.
Chiefs for the third time.
Yeah.
The dynasty, they're calling them, the dynasty team.
Honestly, I think that low-key the Eagles might take it. I don't know.
The Eagles?
I mean, we hate to admit that because the
Yeah.
Eagles are good, you
Yeah.
know. But you know, because we're Cowboys fans, I don't want the Eagles to take it.
I got to disagree. I should be mad because the Eagles beat us, but bro, they didn't beat us by much. Like we was 15 yards away. Let me start going into the old game again. I'm not gonna bring up the past. A loss is a loss. They won. Pero the Eagles, I'm gonna have to go with the Eagles, man, over the Chiefs, bro. They, Barkley, he's just dope, bro. Right? I mean, Danny, am I?
I mean, it was. You said it was a good game. So
I mean, we'll have to see. Now, and then bringing that up, what do you think about all the refs and everybody saying that? Oh, that Bills, they had a couple first downs during that last game with the Chiefs, and
I don't know.
the Chiefs caught a ball that was really that hit the ground, and they called it, and that score led to another Chiefs. Do you think the refs are on the Chiefs' side? Is what I'm saying.
It's all money.
Yeah.
It's all involved. I don't know.
It's always like that. I mean, there's
It's all football
Tomorrow.
politics.
Bro,
Football
how
politics.
many Cowboys games where we're just penalized every little thing?
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a,
We got haters.
yeah, there's for sure.
It's all good. It's all good.
Really?
Haters gonna hate. Let them hate. Let them hate. Let them hate.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Who's to say? I just feel like it was too close, man. Some of those plays, especially with the Bills guy. I saw the games like most of you guys did. The first down was questionable, but the way that the people are in the comments just going after the NFL and going after the refs and Mahomes being a princess, them treating him. You know what I'm saying with all these calls.
The only game I actually watched was the Commanders game. I didn't even watch the Eagles game, to BH. We just put it on for a little bit, and then we're like,
Yeah,
all right,
that was
we already know who's gonna win or whatever.
was
Chiefs and
yesterday,
Bills.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was filming at a spot where they had the game on, and I was like, I don't even want to watch those fools. You got the Foreskins and the Eagles.
The foreskin, not the
We don't like
yeah.
either of those fools.
Yeah, I just watched the first one. That was it because the quarterback for the Commanders is
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels. He's from
The
San Bernardino.
foreskin.
Yeah.
That's cold-blooded, man.
Yeah, man.
So it was dope.
That's the foreskins.
And what's up with the new name, man? I like them better with the Redskins. That
Yeah, I
was
think everybody did
Commanders.
too,
That's. Are we allowed to say gay? That's gay.
bro. You teach his own, brother. Teach his own.
Yep.
But I think that I think they were better off with the Redskins,
Yeah.
to be honest with you.
I have Native American friends, and they were like, "Fool, we didn't even give a shit. Like that was actually cool. We actually could claim that.
Commanders?
You took it away, just like you took everything else.
Man, I forgot there were Redskins. Forgot about that.
Shout outs to the chat, so you'll know we're live. Jose Morales, appreciate you. Linda Maldonado, hey, Derek Mallory in the chat.
Good.
It's a nice day. Let's see who else. Jake 951. came over from TikTok. Appreciate you. Dallas Cowboy fan as well.
Miguel's up in here.
Derek
Knicks.
says Eagles. I think Derek lives in Philadelphia, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe
Let me see if I
so.
can get up on this chat.
So he's got to be excited for that BS. But, I'll tell you one thing. Eagles fans, from what I understand, do not like any intruders or any guest of any other football team. And I got guys that went to the Rams game. And I know some 49er fans that went and played the Eagles in Philadelphia. They were straight throwing drinks at them and beers. And I don't care, man. At the end of the day, I'm still a man. Take off the football jersey, homie. You ain't throwing fucking beers at me or whatever. But they just do not have any respect at all for any other team. And they say, I was talking to the one guy on the East Coast, and he was saying that he said Philly is the only ones that none of the other East Coast teams claim. He said they're not us, man, because they're rowdy, bro. They're rowdy, the fans, and that's just Philly. Only Philly, and that's why I think, they're so riled up for this. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. Anyway, Eagles and Chiefs going down, guys, February 9th, right? I believe is the date.
Yep.
Kendrick Lamar hitting the halftime stage, man. Are you looking forward to Kendrick Lamar? Big Kendrick fan or not?
Not really,
No?
but I respect it.
Not feeling his music, or just the fact that he's doing Super Bowl?
I miss K Dot.
Ah, I got you.
Okay, the new Kendrick is cool.
K Dot.
I don't really care for the, like, you can ask me right now how many times I listen to the Not Like Us.
Yeah.
Never. I don't care for it.
Too commercial?
It's just not my, I don't know. It's not my stilo,
Just when you're used to a certain, like, ADHD, like those days
Yeah.
you're talking about?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So, but I'm proud of him, and being in, Southern California native, and knowing he's from Compton, 20 minutes away from where I grew up. I salute it and I respect it. Putting the West Coast on a major platform like that, it's beautiful. And I never have no hate or any type of feelings like that in my body. So for that sake, I'm proud of him, and I wish him well, and I wish him all the most success and a wonderful show.
Well said. And I side with you on that as well. Him putting on, bro, he got Bloods and Crips on stage. Raza he's putting on his album. You know what I mean? He's making chess moves,
Exactly.
and he's doing it well.
Unifying, yeah.
Did he get the right artist, though, for the album?
Absolutely not.
Okay. There's a lot of talent out there, but so with that being said, do you think he went for who's popping right now, who's trendy right now?
Let's get into it, yeah.
So Peso got a whole verse, right?
Mhm.
On the same song as Lefty Gunplay. Lefty Gunplay got, well, if you consider 2 bars turned into 8 bars, what's your take on that?
Well, for one, let me state this. He's from the same car as me. He's from the SGV. You know what I mean? So respect to him. Congratulations to him on his accomplishments, because whether he spit 4 words or not, he's on the album, credited on the album, and he's recognized on the album. So salute to him for that. Much love and respect, homie. Salute to your career. But they got you for theatrics. You know what I mean? That man blew up off theatrics. You know what I mean? More because of what he said and how he came off. You know what I mean? Let's keep it real. Everyone thought he was smoked out. Used him as a meme, more laughing at him more than laughing with him type shit. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, there's no hate. There's no nothing like that. At the end of the day, he's still GP. He's still solid on that side of the fence. So I salute him. His accomplishments is wonderful. Could they have used more respectable, more lyrical Mexicans to represent our race, our card? You know what I mean? Like, yes, they could have. But,
Go ahead. Go finish your thought.
Yeah, but they got who was popping right now, social media wise, and that's who they used. Now, don't get me wrong. I heard Peso's verse, and it was cool, but it ain't it ain't who I feel is gonna best represent us. And I'm not saying I'm like that either. I'm just saying on the grand scale, I think there's way other people that would have represented way better for our people. Coyotes being one of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're really coming up. They're the reason they inspired me to rap again. You know,
I'd be surprised. I'm surprised that they didn't reach out to the Yodis. That Kendrick did. Now, do you think Kendrick
I don't feel
intentionally used him as theatrical? Like, not to say that Kendrick's afraid of anybody, but what if he did put a sick ass, dope ass Mexican rapper that, you know what I'm saying?
See, that's the
and
thing
blew him
too.
out the water.
I'm sure there's some type of weird politics to that shit within his own thing. Kind of like, I don't want to put someone too good on, you know what I mean, type shit.
Yeah.
But just sprinkle a little salt and pepper on the steak with another race to say, okay, I got your hottest Mexican of who you think social media wise, numbers wise. Let's run the numbers. Who's the most popping Mexican on the internet? Of course, because of theatrics, not skill.
Right.
Lefty Gunplay, you know. Peso was on another level. I met him when we were at Shaka, and very respectable guy, cool. He said mucho gusto, you know, said where he's from, everything else. It was love and respect. But I feel when it comes to rapping, he does have a lot more skill than Lefty for sure. But I must say this too, though, you know, for everyone thinking like I'm speaking a little negatively, man, that dude has so much potential at this moment. He has the platform in his hands. The labels, man, they just need to hire some dope-ass ghostwriters and really mold that man to be a true artist. Because half these people who are singing, J-Lo and all these other people, they never wrote these hits. They have those songs written for them, but they perform it to excellence. And that's what he just needs to do. Someone needs to write his shit really, really dope and really structure some good songs, and that's it. That he'll be straight. Now, you know, I know sometimes pride and ego in people, they want to rap their own shit and be their own shit, but you got to understand this is a business, and if you're trying to sell yourself as a product like Coca-Cola, then you need to be perfect. You need to be good. So sharpen your tools, sharpen your sword, homie, and get it done, dog. You know what I mean? Because you got a lot of fools out here skeptical, throwing hate, but at the end of the day, homie, you're from the Valle, dog, and I salute you, and I just want to see you thrive, homie. I want to see you be the best to your ability, dog. So whoever's watching, I'm sure they already know too, dog. You know, like, get a ghostwriter, you know?
Well said, but I will say that I agree with you. Being in this game, the rap game, to say, let me go find a ghostwriter, there is pride in that, you know, especially if I don't know how long dude's been rapping.
Yeah.
You know, I really don't care, you know what I'm saying, to be honest, but I think you did hit a point there, you know what I'm saying? You are on the limelight. You are one of the biggest platforms right now, biggest faces out there. I don't know. Maybe a ghostwriter too might. It may just be that one that takes him over mainstream, because they're still mainstream. But
I mean, even then,
if that's a factor now.
Even then, let's be real. I'm talking about 1 or maybe 3 hits, like bangers, super bangers. Let him rap the other ones. Come on, how many people in your day had? You just got to get that 1 or 2 hit, and then everything else can be album fillers, because those 2 are going to go on the radio, and that's all you need.
Oh man,
to sell the album.
We were lucky if we got 3 singles. If you got 3 singles, because the first 2 were bangers.
Yeah,
and
so that's what I'm saying. I mean, nowadays it's a streaming game. It's a singles game. So why can't he just have a couple people, just whatever, write those hits, and then he can just do his thing after, and he'll ride that wave. And you know, I mean, it's so simple, man. You know, like it's just. But pride and ego is the destroyer.
So would you say that definitely he doesn't have the right people around him to?
I think he has a lot of yes men around him. A lot of people being, that was dope, dog. That was so tight. But yet you have people. See, that's the thing. That's why I rock solo, homie, because there's so many people that are around us that say, yeah, but wish us our downfall. When they're posting him in the studio freestyling, it's the most awful, cringe thing to watch.
I saw that today.
It's the awful, most cringe thing to watch. And I'm like, damn, if you're my homeboy, why would you post that of me? You know what I mean? Even if I'm just brainstorming and I sound like shit, don't post that. You want to post what's the best of me.
Yeah.
So he has a lot of fools on there around him, I can tell, who don't wish to see him thrive in a positive light. It's like, you know, but I get it though too. Any publicity is good publicity, as long as you're staying in the feed. But that's the sickness of today's mindset, homie.
Yes.
Everything's clout. There's no more, and we'll get into that later, but there's no more self-respect, homie. There's no more it's all gone, homie. It's all washed away. The righteous way of thinking, morale, you know what I mean? It's all gone, homie. The culture's fucking watered down. You know what I mean?
So how does somebody, a rapper that's really dope, make a name for themselves without the gimmicks?
All I can say is this. As a righteous human being, as a man who respects himself, who respects others, staying true to yourself, and I'm saying this to you guys watching, to anybody who wants to come up in the game, staying true to yourself validates you harder than anything else that you can ever try to claim to be, bro. There's fools that I respect harder, that don't even bang, not even from a neighborhood, that are more downer than fools from a neighborhood. You know what I mean? It's all about staying true to you. You know, fuck the clout, fuck trying to be the hardest, fuck all that shit, dude. Just do you, and the light will shine through you, bro. You know what I mean? Stay true to yourself. Stay true to your heart. You know what I mean? Everybody's so fucking fixed on this clout and trying to be something that they're not, and hyping themselves up, and just trash, dog.
And it's so like you got to have a niche, like I said.
Yeah.
You know, I think when cameras came, you know, involved in the situation, social media, it's like, oh, now it's about image. All right, what can I do? I mean, you talk about J-Lo. J-Lo, great actress. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful woman, even at the age she is right now.
Yeah.
You know, but back in the day, I remember when I played her shit on the radio, and motherfuckers was like, please, fucking real singers.
Yeah.
Were like critiques, like, I'm not hating, but man, why y'all playing this song for? She can't sing.
Yeah.
You hear the auto tune or whatever. And then of course her diehard fans will be like, you just hating. You know what I'm saying? You just hating. Personally, did I feel like she could hold a note back then?
Yeah.
You know, maybe, you know what I'm saying here, but it wasn't a Beyonce.
But see, that's the thing too, and unfortunately, that's the business. And they were reviewing my freestyle the other day. I saw Icon reviewing and he goes, what makes a rapper? Is it the whole package or just the skill? And they said it's the whole package. And unfortunately, it is true. I can't knock what he said. It is true. You can be the most lyrical, dope-ass spitter, but in history has shown us otherwise, because Biggie was no fucking prize as far as looks-wise. He wasn't the most attractable looking thing, but he had fucking skill. But that was a different time. You know what I mean? That was a different era where skill was the priority. Right. You had to have skill. I remember growing up where if you didn't have bars, you couldn't kick it type shit. And that's how it was back then. These days, when it comes to a woman, you can have a woman who sings beautiful, but she looks like, what's that? Precious. She looks like Precious. Mm-hmm. And you're most likely not going to sell records like that. But if you get a girl who can kind of sing, who looks like fucking J-Lo, you're going to sell more records.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So it's the whole package, and I understand that. You know, I definitely respect that. And it's true. So to answer what you were saying, to respond to that, it was the package that sold her. Not really her voice. It was the package, the theatrics, the
fact she already had a couple Grammy or not Grammys,
Selena movie,
Oscars
up.
Yeah.
So that helps. And her acting, see the acting part of it got her the likes, got her the desire. She killed that Selena role. We love her now. And the music's not that great, but it's still good. But it's good, but it's not phenomenal like Celine Dion fucking Titanic song. You're like, whoa, dude, that shit gave me chills type shit. But is it good? And you like looking at her ass? Yeah. So, you know, that sells the record, you know?
Image is everything, man. Shout out to everybody's super chat right here. Jake951. Mike Jones says, let's see here. Mike says, where'd he go? There was a comment that he had. He says, all the rappers that Kendrick put on GNX would never see a plaque if Kendrick didn't put them on GNX, homie. Get rid of the entitlement, my G.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. But, you know,
I see him going around rapping those same 4 bars. I'm like, bro, like.
You seen the videos where he's performing in, what was it, Compton for the TDE Christmas?
That was sad, bro.
Nobody even giving him props. One person even flipped him off. You know, I don't really want to speak negatively on a man.
But you know what? Here, the thing is, like, you got to give him props, or I don't know if that's the right word, for at least going out there on stage, and not giving a fuck.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I'm saying? And I think more people are starting to live like that. It's almost like nowadays you can't give a fuck because, bro, between social media, between people in front of you, just everything. That's all we live and breathe now. You got to have thick skin. Yeah. Snoop Dogg, let's change this up.
He's hated right now.
Look at Snoop. Let's go there. This man just lost 500,000 followers after performing at the crypto for Donald Trump, right? And he was DJing, he was doing his thing right there. 500,000 Instagram followers. Goes on his social media the next day or two after that, finally says, you know what? I'm good, homie. I'm good where I'm at. Worry about y'all.
88.1 million followers.
He goes, he has what?
88.1 million.
Well, that was my next thing. That ain't nothing. That's just a drop in the bucket, homie.
He's cool.
You know, coming from a streets perspective, and a fan's perspective, you remember him dropping those videos, fuck Trump, fuck you.
Well, we saw him. Yeah, they resurfaced. Yeah,
you know, and then for him to backtrack his words, which I get it. People grow. People get different perspectives as time goes on. We learn different new things. Who knows the conversations they had behind doors. deals they made, whatever. But you know, at the end of the day, homie, you got to get yours, and ain't nobody gonna take away from my family. Ain't nobody gonna take away from my success. So at the end of the day, you got to love the people, but at the same time, fuck the people. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to do what's right for you. And if he obviously, he's a fucking man. He's an OG. He knows what he said about that man. He knows what he posted about that man. So if he felt it was cool enough for him to say fuck it and go perform for that man, then you know what? It is what it is. Fools are going to hate you regardless. One day you're the fucking man. The next day you're a piece of shit.
Right.
That's how the internet works. So you know what?
Especially,
Tomato, fuck it, homie. You know? Like,
absolutely. 1,000%, man. The way well said is, negative definitely spreads more than our positivity. With Snoop, like you said, he came back. He said, and that's a crazy thing. That's why be careful what you put out there in social media, or maybe you just don't give a fuck, because it will always come back to haunt you one
forever.
day. And people always know how to twist shit, even if it's those little 15-second clips. Those are the worst ones.
It's forever, homie. That's why you really got to watch what you put out. Watch what you say, and.
But I like what you said. You said people have a change of mind. Maybe he had a change of mind. Could be politically. Maybe at first he was right with that side. Now this side, this was the, we always know it's the bag first, what I'm saying? But, he didn't have to. Look at Ice Cube. Ice Cube turned down millions of dollars. What was it, last year? I know somebody knows that story, but he turned down money. $millions. I don't know, not Big Three. It was something else they had asked him to do, and he was like, nah.
Oh,
he turned it down.
Yeah, I remember that.
Somebody in the chat, let me know. Derek, that's my...
But see, here's another thing, too. He, okay, so let's keep it real quick.
He said, moral of the story, always sell out. The chat
Shout out to Droops, homie. Much love and respect.
What's up, Droops?
Yeah, I was about to say that.
It was over
COVID shot.
Okay, there you go.
Rapper and actor Ice Cube says he
Did you get a
turned
COVID
down
shot?
$9 million.
No, I didn't. Nah.
Really?
Nah.
You weren't performing? I had to get a COVID shot.
No.
I had to get a COVID shot, dog, because they weren't gonna let me film none of you guys. I filmed for like iHeartMedia. Shout out to Wacko. Much love and respect. I do all the Wango Tangos, the fucking jingle balls, all that shit.
Damn.
And they would not let me do anywhere near there. I'm like face to face with Jimmy Fallon, fucking Teddy Swims, all these fools I never even fucking heard of, because that shit's so A-list. Like, never even heard of these fools, But they're like, you cannot come in here, and I feel bad. But at the time, I don't want to go too deep into it, but remember when they had all the Humvees, National, what is it called, National Guard?
Mm-hmm.
And I hit up a homie. I said, hey, bro, is it true? Like, he was like, what do you think we're here? We're just waiting for the call to start martial law. So I'm like, oh, shit. And they were starting to talk about, remember when they were saying that you can't go grocery shopping without providing a vaccine card and stuff like that? So I said, hey, homie, I got to do what I got to do to provide for my family, provide for feed my kids, whatever. So if I have to be the guppy for me to go to the grocery store so I can buy food for my kids to eat, because I told them don't get it. I told their mom don't get it. I said my sons ain't getting none of that shit. I felt it in my body. This shit is fucking wrong. This shit's a scam. But you know what? I feel it's all a manipulation from the government of who's gonna obey, who's gonna abide, who's gonna listen to their commands and shit like that. You know what I mean? So I had to be the guppy, dog, and I regret it, because I know in 20 fucking years. Were you given a COVID shot in 2020? You might be subject to compensation. We're gonna hear that shit in like 20 fucking years. Info commercial. Are you fucking
If
mangles?
you're still around,
Yeah,
the shot.
exactly right. Did you take Pfizer? Did you take the Johnson & Johnson back in 2020 during our COVID? You might be subject to compensation.
Hell no, I didn't take that, bro. And let me tell you, I just religious beliefs. I will say that off top, and I ain't gonna trust something. And I'm a dude that never took a flu shot either. So why would I take that? It's facts. But at the time, I was working at the radio station, so we were. They gave us our cards where we're able to come out, martial law, because we got to go.
I wish I would have known, dog. There was homies selling those food shits out the door, man.
Yeah.
Like, now you tell me, the homie's like, why'd you take it? I had a guy. And I'm like, shit, after having the real thing, I'm like, fuck, all it was a card and writing the shit on it. I could have had that. I could have had anybody do that. Like my AA cards, when I used to go to AA and have my homie sign, hey, fool, sign my card.
They were selling those too. Like,
hey, sign my card, homie, I'll sign yours. Fool, they're never going to know. They're all drug addicts.
I remember when we did our first cruise, remember, on the old school cruise, and that's what they asked for. This was a couple years ago, and they were like, you got to take, show whatever, COVID, that get tested. I go, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good on that show then. No, and then, I don't want to say too much, but we ended up on the shit without it, so we're good. And I don't think they were really tripping. It was the final cruise. I think that the cruise before might have been the last one, and they really weren't shipping. But they used to have people, from what I heard, in front of the before they let you on. And they were all lined up.
It was crazy. You couldn't go to Dodger games. You couldn't do nothing. You couldn't do nothing. It got pretty weird for a second. I remember sitting there and just like everybody was locked down. Remember all that shit?
Oh yeah,
that shit was crazy. We'll never experience that again unless they throw another little fucking jab at us.
The Lakers won the championship. And they said,
it was in the bubble.
It was fixed in the bubble. The Rams, we won the Super Bowl in 2021, but that was a different reason.
Reflecting on that, that was a very interesting time. Probably we never experienced that ever again in our lifetime.
I don't want to.
It was crazy. I went to downtown Riverside. It was empty. It was me and Money Moons.
I remember going to downtown LA and it was empty, not one car.
Empty.
It was insane.
It was the crickets and the wind.
Should have did like an apocalyptic movie where you're like the only food left on the world and everyone got fucking,
I know there was people that were mad happy though. They didn't have to sit in that traffic going to L.A. The commuters that are commuting now, who were doing that before and after the pandemic. Oh man, they live in a box is what you call them, bro. I mean, they spend 4 or 5 hours on the road.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you one thing though, I messed up. I should have been one of the vatos to get on that PPP loan, man, because I know a lot of fools who did all that shit, 100, 200 grand, and they got forgiven. Yeah. They got forgiven. They got forgiven, and I'm just like, damn, homie, these fools are living their best life. But ask them what they got now. Nothing. $2,000 bottles of shit. We're going to Vegas, homie. I got you.
Yeah, bro. They spent them. They spent it all, and they're buying trailers and expensive cars. Nada.
Where's it at? Oh, we sold it. We had to pay our rent.
That's how America. That's how I'm not gonna say all Americans are, but that's the way of thinking is, bro. We get money.
Live for the moment. We might die tomorrow, homie. That COVID shot might have put us out. You
can't die with it.
Right?
It's just money. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, but I gotta live today. My mortgage is due next month.
If you were smart, you would have used some of that money and put it in a Roth IRA.
There you go.
Let it sit for 30 fucking years, and you would have had $2.5 million.
And who would have known crypto would have blew up? You know what I'm saying? I got homies that made money off that.
Hey, have you seen that video or that fool who traded 100 Bitcoin for a pizza?
No.
Yeah,
Wait, I think I heard about it.
There's a story about this fool. He wanted a pizza, and this is when Bitcoin first came out. And he's like, I'll give you 100 Bitcoin for it. And this is where it wasn't worth shit. I'll give it to you for 2 pizzas. And the guy said, you know what? Fuck it. Now that shit's worth like, I don't know, like $1 million.
Crazy. Crazy money.
I would have beat myself up forever for that shit.
Crazy money. We got directed by Smitty up in here. Let's get off the politics, if you know what I'm saying.
Who's in the chat?
We got a lot of people up in here. Let's see here.
How many people right here?
They tapped in. They active too. Dr. Jandrov, what up, man? What's cracking, homie? David from Corona, Crown Town. Mike Jones up in here. They just having their own little conversations. Renee, what's up, Renee?
Shout out to Lights Off.
Dr. Evo. Hey, Dr. Evo is a legend, man. That fool be fucking producing for everybody. Me and him been chopping it up real tough.
Yeah? Music producer?
Yeah, and I just love anybody who's real and who's solid and who's humble. That's a good dude right there, man. Like, he's a really good dude, and we've been chopping it up tough. And, yeah, man.
That's one thing I want to talk about, man. Let's talk about your works now, all right?
Okay.
So let's start with, let's go down the list here. So you mentioned rapping.
Yeah.
When did you start rapping? I mean.
Man, okay. So, 8 years old. I'm not going to go too deep into my history because I've shared it enough times. I'm kind of tired of talking about it. But for people who are watching here that don't know, I grew up in the system from like 8 to almost 18 years old. Foster homes, group homes, facilities, all that crazy shit. Went through a lot of dark times. But it's when I picked up, when I was in a facility. I went in there 3 days before Christmas. I'll never forget. I was 12 years old. It was a bit fucked up time. But fast forward, I had this roommate. His name was Alex, an emo kid. And he used to write poetry every day. And I used to be like, man, what are you doing in that book? And he'd be like, oh, I'm writing poetry. I said, what the hell is that? And he's like, check it out. It's you rhyming stuff and everything. I said, I want to try. Can I try? And sure enough, man, like, he showed me. And by the end of that year, I had like 15 compositions. And I started writing a lot of poetry, but it all rhymed. And then that's when I started rapping it. I started rapping it and learning that. And
kind of like Tupac.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I feel the most deepest songs is going to be poetry. I feel, so when I get into like writing mode, if I say I'm going to write a rap, it's going to come out way different than me writing a poem and rapping it. Poem, your soul bleeds onto paper. You know what I mean? Your soul bleeds through your lyrics, and it's just a different outcome, I feel. I don't know, it's weird. Maybe I'm psychotic as fuck, but I just feel that there's always a different outcome when you write poetry and you write some deep shit. You know?
Okay. I've never written. I mean, to me, poetry was rap. To me, rap started through poetry, but I could be wrong.
Well, maybe it's my perception of it as far as when I project. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm gonna spit a flow. You know what I mean? Whether than I'm gonna write some deep shit.
You
to
put
touch
more
your soul.
into it, the
I
poetry.
put more into the poetry. I'll put more of my heart into it, rather than I slap a bitch, I get rich. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, it's just that's a rap. Rather than bleeding your soul on paper and spitting some real shit that's gonna help somebody's day or make someone think a different way about their situation, because that's the number one thing that we all relate to and that we all share in common that connects us all is pain.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We all have pain. We all have gone through heartbreak. We've all been mistreated. We all have sadness. So that's what connects us all. You know what I mean? So when you spit some deep shit, the real souls are going to feel it. You know what I mean?
That's why hip hop is where it's at today, man.
Yeah.
People relate to you. I mean, I might hear you a rap and be like, okay, you might take me somewhere.
Yeah.
And that's what today's rap is missing, man, is storytelling, man, and telling me somewhere I haven't been.
Rap is very sad right now. I feel the culture and everything is just washed out.
Yeah, who'd you grow up on?
I grew up on Tupac. I grew up on the Dog Pound. I grew up on the gangster shit.
Okay.
The Death Row era, Ruthless. I had my older primos living at my grandma's house when I was younger. They put me up on Bone Thugs and everything. Those are the first groups I ever heard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then as I got older.
Do you consider Bone Thugs a West Coast group, even though they're from
Damn, that's
East?
A good question. I'm going to say yes. Why? They may be from the East Coast, but all of their production was West Coast. All of their production was that's the sound that we fell in love with. It's kind of like a Tupac thing. Tupac's from New York, but he learned the game here. He matured here. He became a man here. So he claimed California. You know what I mean? But a lot of what people would say that he had a East Coast type flow. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different, but on the West Coast beats, that's what I've always fell in love with. So that's what I fell in love with. I don't mean to stray from that.
No, that's true. Because I would say, like, the verse he had on Same Song with Digital Underground is completely different from then. Like, when he started getting Me Against the World, and you could start seeing him transition into the All Eyes on Me part.
Yeah.
And
I feel
from east to west as well.
Yeah, of course. And but I've always loved that too, personally. But we'll get back to the original topic at hand as far as music, what it's lacking today. I feel music is lacking context. It's lacking emotion. It's lacking feeling. I feel it's washed out with oversaturated with people who think they can rap, and because of technology today, making it so convenient for everyone to just go to Best Buy and buy a laptop and a mic and record themselves and TuneCore. They just paid $10 for the $20 for the year, and they can upload as many songs as they fucking want.
You're skipping the $10 beats.
Okay, and the YouTube beats, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that shit. I just feel like
dog, when I got back in the game last year, I had a eye-opening experience because, I'm from the 90s, dog, and I was producing everybody under the sun. And when I built the studio, bro, I was like, all right, bet, let's get in this. Ain't that. Oh, it's just easier for me to make. I'm still creating.
Yeah.
But then I figured out all these softwares that cats are using and spending so much, and they're drag and drop producers or what they are called. And I'm going, wow,
loops.
This is why, they're selling their beats for $50 a pack.
Yeah.
A pack, and I'm going, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I'm out.
And it's very depressing, dog. It's very depressing because I know a lot of people from your generation who thrived, made millions, and now to see that music don't sell nothing. Music don't make a fucking dime. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be making billions of streams to get a fucking decent living. And it's sad because of the value that has been lowered, even with videos. We'll get into that too, but just how oversaturated everything is. Oh, I know a guy who can do it cheaper. Oh, I got to know a guy who sells $50 beats.
Yep.
And you have to lower yourself when back in the days you were probably charging thousands for a beat because that's what the value was, because you made bangers and you're a legend, dog. I give you your flowers.
Appreciate it.
But yeah, it's very sad, man, because me as a hip hop head, I love the 90s. I probably like 2003 after Get Rich or Die Trying, that was it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really listen to anything else. That's what's in my playlist right now. Brother Lynch, Dog Pound, Bone Thugs, just
so all up and down the coast.
All up and down the coast. I love that shit. Shout out to the North, man. Much love and respect. You know what I mean? There's this whole South and North thing going on between the raza, man. I fuck with anybody who has fucking respect for themselves and who respects others. if you're a man, you bleed fucking red like we all damn do. You know what I'm saying? And you're righteous, homie. Then I got love for you, dog, and I got respect for you as a man. I don't give a fuck what flag you claim. You know what I mean? I'm always gonna be from the South. I rep the blue, homie. But at the end of the day, we're still a man. You know what I mean? And when you're fucking starving in jail and everything else, we're feeding each other and everything. And you know what I'm saying? So
That's deep,
there's
dog.
respect, homie. You know
That's
what I mean?
deep,
So
dog. Because obviously they're two different worlds, man, inside
definitely
and
two
outside.
different worlds.
But
But
what you just said right now,
yeah, they don't know, man. When
we're
you
feeding each other.
my brother did 16 years in Pelican Bay. You know what I mean? And he would tell me, man, like when they made that truce and they did everything, it's like, man, we would be locked down for so long. And the next man to me would be a northerner and he's starving. He's like, and I feed him. We feed each other. He goes, but when those gates crack, then we go to war. You know, he goes, but that's just the way it is. But that's still a man who breathes and bleeds and he's hungry. So you feed that man.
Right.
That's respect. You know what I mean? It's a respect for your fellow man. So that people forget all that stuff. The youngsters have everything just I don't know, man. I just feel the structure in its entirety is just collapsed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And especially from a musical standpoint, and that's what I speak because that's what I know. That's what I
Yeah.
came into,
Of
this
course.
world with. Bro, going up north, south, east, west, it
Yeah.
don't matter. Like lighter shade of brown,
Yeah.
household name.
Beautiful.
So we can go up north. I mean,
Yeah.
shit, we were in San Jose 3 times last year. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Heart of it, Bay Area, Stockton,
Yeah.
Modesto. It's all love. Yeah, the homies up there, they rocking their flag,
It's all
the
love.
color, but it's like respect when they come up. They're
Yeah.
still in line getting my autographs, and
Yeah.
and I respect, shake their hands, and too granted, I'm from a different, way of upbringing. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
I chose not to go that route.
Yeah, of course.
But I hear what you're saying
Yeah.
when you say that.
At the end of the day, homie, we're all men. You know what I mean? And we have families and we have kids and we have different perspectives in life, and so if you have respect for yourself and you respect, just have respect in general. At the end of the day, it all revolves around respect. You know what I mean? And it don't matter where you're from, it revolves around respect. You know what I mean? So that's just what it comes down to, and I respect anybody who, you know what I mean? That's it.
Going
Respect
back to the
everybody.
music thing, I know I'd asked you who you listened to when you started rapping. So you were 18, 19, and then when did you first pick up a mic or even get inside a booth and put something down?
Well, no, I was always in and out. 14 years old is when I made my first song. My primo was a engineer at Sick World Records in La Puente with the homie Stroller. Shout out to Stroller. I wanted to do my first song. It was so fucking funny, dude, because my first song was like a poetic emo. It was called My Suicide, and it was me talking about some deep ass shit, right? It was so funny. I've never actually said anything, so this is the first thing I'm mentioning this song on a podcast. But yeah, it was called My Suicide, and yeah, man, I learned pretty much the rapping, and I was horrible, but like everything,
We all were when we started.
but like everything, you put your 10,000 hours in, you commit yourself, you dedicate yourself to your craft, and you grow and you shine. It takes years. So everybody who's listening right now, if you wanna, do something, don't be afraid to tackle it, man. Don't be afraid to tackle it. Put your 10,000 hours in. Dedicate yourself to your craft. You put 150% to anything in this life. You're bound to reach success. You know what I mean? You're bound to get an opportunity to shine. And when you get that opportunity, you better fucking give 1,000% of yourself and really show your worth so that you can get another opportunity.
So you put out a couple songs. They weren't quite bangers.
Mm-hmm.
But what was the one that you said, you know what, this is the one that I have. This is where you started seeing yourself.
Well,
I'm progressing at this.
I used to make a lot of like mixtapes. So I probably have like 40 mixtapes out there somewhere. And I used to just make music for the homies, and that was it. I never really put it out until maybe 2012. That was when I started making my first CDs and putting them out, and starting to tour and starting to do shows and open up for everybody. And
You toured with Carolyn Rodriguez?
yes, I did. Yeah, for
How did
many
that come
years.
about?
Oh, well, we met like in 2013, and we became really good friends, very good friends. And she was doing her thing, always touring all over the country. She used to be in her car, so we used to go in her car in the beginning, and just literally state to state to state, hustling CDs out the trunk. We had some funny
The two of you?
stories. Yeah, just the two of us. We'd be grinding, and there'd be a couple other people once in a while, but just mostly us, just grinding, literally New Mexico. I mean, everywhere.
CDs. What year was this?
2012.
Okay.
Yeah, 2012, 13, 14, 15. I mean,
Almost towards the end of the CD era, before the LimeWires and all that came in, right?
well, no, it was the end of the
Oh,
CD
it
era.
was. Yeah,
Almost the
yeah.
end of the CD era here. But out of state, you already know how it goes. California is like the modern state. We're on streaming already, wireless on their cars.
That's right.
But when you go to New Mexico, these fools are still rocking
they
Walkmans and
still
shit,
want the
homie.
CDs. That's true.
No, but it's true too, because they'll say we're streaming from our phone. But this is why I love out of state people. They'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna stream it on Spotify anyway, but let me buy the CD and get it signed because I'm gonna hang it up. Because no one ever visits these guys.
That's right.
No one ever comes around. Some South Dakota, these small reservations, you know what I mean, Hopi and all these other spots in the middle of nowhere. So when someone shows up in a bus or in a car, everybody lines up around the block, shows love, shows support, buys 2 CDs. I said, why do you want to buy 2 CDs? Well, just in case one gets scratched, I'm gonna have another one on deck.
That's old school mentality right there. That's what they used to do.
And they just show love. So I really
buy one for your car, one for your house, right?
Yeah, and I loved it, man, because you know what? That's old school networking. You going to a random place and shaking that person's hand and letting them know that you value them for even taking the time to listen to your shit.
Yeah.
You plant a seed, and I used to call it planting seeds. You go to all these states and you plant seeds. And so that when you come around again, they know your face, they're aware of your music, and they support even harder. You know what I mean? Because
first impressions are everything.
And I used to give out my CDs for free in other states because I said, this is planting a seed. I just want to let you know, because I know I'm an unknown face. You came for this person on this bus, but I'm letting you know I'm just as dope, but you don't know that yet. So here's my shit for free. It's an investment, and I'm planting seeds. And sure enough, the next time I came around, they're buying my whole lineup.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? And they're like, dude, you were super sick. And I'm just like, I appreciate that.
That's dope. We're going to get into a freestyle in a little bit, man. But shout outs to the chat. Let's see, little AZ. What up, man? What up, DB Reborn? What's up, brother? Salute.
DB Reborn, that's my guy right there, man. Much love and respect. He's the one that did the MC Boulevard video that I
Okay. Shout out
I did
MC
text
Boulevard.
him that. And so as soon as MC Boulevard gives the okay, you're going to get that phone number.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We need to connect, man, for sure with that. Mike Jones says, ODN Juan Gotti from Dope House Records said on a podcast, Texas called Smoke Road. He wants to do a Sunday afternoon remix. I'm down with that for sure. You ever meet Juan Gotti?
Yes, I'm very cool with Juan Gotti.
That's what's up. We met him last summer. They came out here for a Cap Summit event in Orange County.
I toured with Juan Gotti for a minute too.
Good dude, man. I just met him, but just, you got them first impressions. Like,
super good vibes. I shot him some beats a couple years ago. Super cool guy, man. Super good guy. And I grew up on all that stuff. So I'm very grateful to know a lot of you guys, man. All you guys are legends. You know what I mean? I grew up on all your guys' music. My aunt, shout out to my Nina Pat. She loves your Sunday afternoon. Her dream.
What's up, Nina Pat?
Right? She used to always drop her drop top down on her convertible, and that was her song, Sunday Afternoon. I've gotten years ago when I was actually touring with Carolyn in New Mexico at the convention for the Lowrider Super Shows. I got you to do a shout out video for her, and she loved it. She's like, man, I'm so happy. Like, so it's really cool, man. That's the benefit. I don't want to get deep into it because we'll talk about it later, but that's the benefit, the good side of what I do, filming for everybody, networking how I do, to bring joy to other people who don't have that connection to you guys like I get to have,
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, you love this person? So many people love Magic. And I'd be like, what name do you want to do? And I'll send them a shout out without them even asking, just because they love MC Magic, my cousins, family.
So what's crazy is, okay, you talked about rapping.
Yeah.
You also produce, for what it sounds like, if you've done some tracks. And then MC Magic, now you also, what's your main, would you say your main? Would that be videography, doing videos?
Yeah, for the longest time it was music. And then, like I had a fallout with some friends, the label. And that's why, it's crazy how when things fall apart, when one door closes, really one door always opens, another one always opens.
Always.
So that's why I always tell everybody, trust the process, because you never know, in those dark times when one door closes, you find a new path. You know what I mean? And that path might just be the one that defines you forever. And sure enough, it is, because in that process, I picked up a camera and I taught myself how to film. YouTube University, I started growing and just teaching myself, soaking up game. And then
but what do you say to somebody who just goes on forever and ever and chasing that one niche, that one dream, and they haven't got that break? Do you tell them, okay, maybe you should try something else? Or, I mean, you
got to analyze it. You got to analyze it. It's like it's black and white. If you do something repeatedly and you have no success or no different outcome, that's the definition of insanity. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
if you need to evaluate, now I understand if you're 50 years old and you're neglecting your kids and your wife and your family to go hang out in the studio with grown ass fucking men and create trash, then that's a fucking problem. You might as well be smoking crack or some shit, bro, because you're fucking up your life and you're putting your priorities in the wrong spot. There needs to be a point where you say, this ain't for me. You know, I'm very spiritual these days, so you can't force anything. You know what I mean? You have to, of course, like I said, you give yourself time. You give yourself a couple years. You set goals. If I don't make it in 5 years, then I'm going to try something else.
Right.
You can't chase it forever because you're just going to get yourself lost and you're going to waste time. You're going to look back and say, fuck, man, I've been doing this for 20 years and I haven't ever opened up for Snoop or nobody. Like, come on, man. Like, you haven't done nothing, you know?
Yeah.
So, and it's sad because there's a lot of people out here still chasing that dream. You know what I mean? Me, I just made it a point to, I just miss flowing. I just want to rap again. I'm rapping again because I want to have fun. I already have my career now. It's filming. That's what makes me my income. That's what put foods on the table. That's what put clothes on my kids' back.
Right.
That's what pays the bills.
That's your main.
So that's what I'm
thing.
sticking to. But music is also therapy, and I seem to forget that. I let music go for so many years. You know what I mean? I've been producing for 18 years, and I stayed producing this whole time. I never stopped. But making music, I forgot how therapeutic it was. And
Who have you produced in the 18 years?
I've done Carolyn Rodriguez. I shot beats to King Little G. What he released them or not, I don't know. I shot a couple beats to Magic already. Just a whole bunch of different people, a lot of no names. You know what I mean? A lot of people that are coming up, but Carolyn was one of them. King Little G.
Did you pick up the production first before you picked up a camera?
Oh yeah, I started making beats like in 2008, like when I was like 15 years old. So I've always been making beats all these years.
So you put the rap thing aside for a sec, right?
For 6 years.
And then you started producing.
I've been producing the whole time.
Okay.
When I first started making music, when I was like 14, 15, that's when I started producing.
Did you ever stop producing at a point to
Never.
maybe pick up a camera and learn that?
No, I've always liked making beats. So even when I wasn't even rapping, I would still get therapy in beats. Because it's a different type of creation. You're tapping into another part of the brain.
Yeah.
Where when you're creating, you being a producer, an artist, everything else, it's definitely the same wavelength, but it's a different frequency.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
that's why it's hard for me to produce sometimes and write a rap in the same day.
well, it's true because it's either one or the other. You're either in write mode or you're in producer mode.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And my homie C Blunt used to say that all the time. He goes, "I'm in producer mode right now. I can't write for shit. You know, I'm in creator mode. I just want to create."
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes you get writer's block and you can't write. You know.
Yep.
So
Been there too.
yeah. So I mean, I just miss the art form. I miss music, and that was getting back to saying like the Coyotes. Like I said, music is so washed out right now. It's so gone as far as culture, as far as lyricism, as far as context, that for these fools to start blowing up off of what they're making, which is real hip hop, that inspires me to know like people still like this shit. You know what I mean? It's not just all my blicky girls giving me hickey, you know, with auto-tune shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And no disrespect to the homies who do auto-tune, but I just think it's trash. I mean, that's my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. That is not me disrespecting you. Keep doing your thing. I wish you well. Much success to you. But if it's in my car, it ain't being fucking played.
What is your style? How do you identify your rap style?
Oh, shit. That's a good question.
Because I see you, like, just a couple of the videos that I saw on your Instagram were mainly like underground hip hop.
That's like underground battle rap type shit.
But what's crazier is that you grew up, you mentioned Pac first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you would think
the way I flow that I would like Wu-Tang and shit, right?
I mean,
I didn't like
some
Wu-Tang.
underground.
I didn't like
Boom
none
bap.
of that shit until I was older. Like until like maybe like 10 years ago.
And was your style always the same it is now as it was?
No, my
back
style has evolved like 50 times. It's never been the same. You can listen to songs I had back then and they're not the same as they are today or 3 years later than that. I've always evolved because at the end, that's why I tell people too, don't be so quick to release shit, man, because you're still in your experimental phase of your artistry. You don't know where you're gonna land as far as being an artist. Now, if you just want to put out music to put it out because it's good, then by all means. But sometimes you're like, damn, I wish I would have put that out 5 years ago because I don't even fucking rap like that no more.
Right.
You know, you have to evolve, you know, and find your lane of how you're gonna rap and then stick to it, you know. And but
we dropped an album in '90, we had Sunday Afternoon, we had Latin Active, and TJ Nights, our 3 singles off our album. All 3 different songs, types, style, you know. Latin Active was for the clubs. Sunday
Shit was
Afternoon
hard.
was an oldie,
Loved
and
it.
that was for the park or Sunday. You know, TJ Nights was like, let's go across the border and party. Kind of like on a Latin Active tip, but not exactly. We labeled ourselves Versus Style because we didn't want to stick to just one style.
Mm-hmm.
But here's where the problem is. When you release a song and it blows up, your fans and everybody else,
They love that.
They love that formula. And that wasn't us. And we had to learn, and it goes back to what you were saying. Maybe we shouldn't have put. I don't regret putting anything out because how I felt at the time.
Yeah.
It's part of my book. It's part of my
they were classics.
my story. You know, even the B-sides, as we call them.
Yeah.
B-sides are records that never got released.
Yeah.
You know, they're on the B-sides of the other side of the album or didn't see the light of day of the singles. But there were songs where I thought that, man, this is so far off that we did from Sunday Afternoon, all the mainstream. How can I let the crowd know that I'm still battle rapper?
Yeah.
Like I'll still come off the stage and jump in a cypher and just rap because, you know, I lived and breathed this shit. When I was a kid, I was 17. And so I hear what you're saying, but then you got people like, and I always use Magic as a reference. MC Magic has done a lot of rap, you know, but there's one formula that he's very, very successful at, and we know that.
The love.
It's the love.
Love songs.
And he's a smart man for that.
Very
you know?
smart man.
And if, whether you guys caught on or not, because I remember Magic back in the day, you know, he would open up for us. We'd come to Arizona.
Yeah.
He was throwing out vinyl, but he wasn't doing the lovey-dovey rap.
Yeah.
But I think he found a niche and stuck with it, and that's why he has X amount of hits. So you know, which is props to him.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know, man.
Shout out to Magic, man.
I don't know if we could do 100 Sunday afternoons, though. You know what I'm saying?
I want to ask you a question. So, like at the end of the day, I'm a fan of this hip hop shit, and you and Bobby were legends. You know what I mean? Are legends, not were, are. You know. And I always like to ask certain individuals that I come in contact with when I have conversations. Like I've asked Magic this. I've asked a lot of people. When you were making Sunday Afternoon, I love asking this question. Did you know it was going to be a hit? When you're making Latin Activity, did you know it was going to be a hit? My Homies, did you know it was going to be a hit?
No.
Describe the feeling, though, because us as artists, we're like, damn, this sounds good. Because when I asked Magic, he's like, I knew I loved the record. Like I told him, did you know Lost in Love was going to be a hit? He's like, I loved the record. I really loved it, but I didn't think it was going to blow up the way it did. He goes, I didn't think it. So I just like asking certain artists, like, did you think?
I think from an artist's perspective, we all fall in love with our music. I'm not going to put something out I'm not in love with, for starters. So Magic's right. I loved every song we did. I was young. I was happy with it. There may have been some songs that I liked better than others, you know, but to pinpoint a song and say, is this one going to, you know, Billboard chart? You know what I'm saying? No, I didn't know that. But again, I fell in love with every song that I did. There were remixes to our songs, which were dope in the beginning, but got doper once we put Shiro on it. Shout outs to Shiro.
I met Shiro at a DJ Quick and Sugar Free show. Super nice woman, super cool. We got a selfie. I was like, oh shit, it's Shiro.
Shiro's the shit. That's my big sis. And I had never heard of any, you know, at that time there were singers singing. There were singing hooks.
Yeah.
So that's how the mainstream was. But ours didn't have hooks. Ours just had samples.
Yeah, because it was hip hop.
It was hip hop. Shiro sung on the original Latin Active. I will say that. But Sunday Afternoon, it was straight instrumental. Doom, doom, doom.
That was a sick
doom,
beat too.
doom. That's all
Crystal
it
Blue
was.
Persuasion.
And they wanted to release a single. They wanted to release Sunday Afternoon as a single, but they were like, "Yo, we need some substance in the hook. It just can't be the sample.
Yeah,
we're already paying fucking the Rascals X amount of money for that. Let's put a singer on it." So we put Shiro on there, and we added a saxophone. Shout outs to Danny. Padilla, Rocky Padilla's brother, rest in peace. He played sax on Sunday Afternoon with the horn.
Yeah.
And bro. We just that ended up being
How
our
was that
biggest record.
feeling? How was that feeling when Sunday Afternoon hit? What was the first one? Sunday Afternoon, or was it Latin Activity?
It went TJ Nights, it
Mhm.
went Latin Active, and then it went Sunday Afternoon.
Latin Active was.
We already knew Sunday Afternoon was a hit during Latin Active. That was our ace in our pocket. You know what I'm saying? Was Sunday Afternoon.
Describe that feeling, man. Like how did it feel? Like I asked Dominator the same thing too, because they're like underground legends, And I'm like, dude, how did that feel? Like, describe that feeling, like when it hit and you knew, like when you started walking at your mall and around your mall and or around your neighborhood and you're like, hey, like that must be amazing, bro.
I remember coming to school the next day. We had Bump It or Dump It. That's what they used to do.
Hell yeah, I remember Bump It or Dump It.
But back then it was called, I don't know, saying Jam It or Slam It. And it was like I was in high school, bro, right here in La Sierra. Long story short, I would always say, hey, man, I'm gonna come out with a record one day, and everybody out of the naysayer, yeah, right. Well, when I see you on MTV, but it's like, all right, bet. One summer, we released the TJ Nights. We were on the radio. We were on Jammin' or Slammin'. Our shit got 100%. Boom, boom, boom. I came back to school from summer, man, with my vinyl, my single, and I was like, look, man, I told y'all. Oh, what's up, Robert? Hey, man. And then all of a sudden, I got people I didn't even talk to, you know what I mean, just in my school.
Yeah.
So I already knew that. Then we started from schools. Then we started doing shows in the local clubs here and the car shows and all that. And then before, bro, but you know what, Smitty, I will say this. As a kid, you're going 100 miles an hour on everything. Just because you're, bouncing off the wall no matter what. But I was riding that train like, that roller coaster was just going, boom, we're here. Oh, we're going across the map to go do promotional tours in Texas. We're going up north to the Bay Area. We're doing all the Mecha shows, all the colleges. And we're over here marching for Chicano Studies at UCLA. And we're doing these car shows, all lowrider circuit. And
just spreading like bacteria.
Bro, like, yeah. And I will still say it to this day, is radio and Lowrider Magazine, bro, that blew us up.
Yeah.
Thanks to them, because we were on the tour. That was the first tour.
Radio most definitely, man.
It was dope, bro. Dope feeling. Those days were so different than they are now. I mean, you got cats that don't even need to go to radio because they've got, what for? They're independent. They're on social media. Like you said, all they need is one of these to shoot a video.
It's a new world.
You go to Mike, you got your, you could buy, now with AI even more. So it's like, hey, make me a beat.
Yeah.
Make me sound like so-and-so. Spit out a rap and make it sound like, it's like.
I can finally get my Tupac feature, bro. I just got to rap it, and then it'll transfer my voice to Tupac.
That's it.
That's crazy.
That's it. What do you think about that, those clone voices, man?
I think it's cool, but at the same time, as far as like, because, damn, the AI is getting pretty damn close. I've heard some things, and I'm like, that's AI? Of course, because he's.
I saw a video. Did you see this guy? He's in his car, and he's like, he's got this, it looks like he's doing it on the fly, but I know it's pre-recorded. He goes, what? This is insane. Oh, they want me to rap. I just got a tweet from Swizzy, and he's telling me he wants me to rap Tupac. All right. And the beat starts, and then his voice switches to Tupac.
Oh,
but it's pre-recorded, and he's just lip-syncing. It's a dope concept, but it's like that's where we're at today.
I think it's cool, but at the same time, well, it's kind of like hand in hand with the actors being able to be young again. The Irishman. Robert De Niro was able to be in his 20s, 30s again, 40s again when he's 70-something years old. Kind of like the same thing. Technology is allowing people to live forever now. You know what I mean? Just like the raps. So,
what in the Benjamin Button?
Royalty calling me?
Yo, it's Roy. Don't answer. That fool have us on here for 2 hours. Royal, hold on, man.
Hey, Royal. What's up, Royal?
Royal, take over the
love
whole
and respect,
interview.
man.
He's going to call you right now.
He's going to call me right now. He won't even come in.
Hey, Royal's a good dude, man. Like, a lot of shit might be said about him, but, he's always giving me respect. He's always giving me
I've seen him smash 3 burritos down in 5 minutes.
he's always been solid, man. Like I said, I'm big on respect. So, and you know what I mean, he shot me out a couple times on some podcasts, and I just appreciate it. You know what I mean, his OG status as far as breaking down the game and keeping it 1,000. So much love and respect, homie.
That's what's up, brother. So, okay, so let's get into the we talked about you working behind the camera. You know what I'm saying? Some of the artists you've worked with behind the camera, because I know you've been blowing up recently,
Oh, man,
bro.
a whole bunch. So, I mean, We were just doing Snoop's daughter a couple weeks ago with Guap City Productions, man.
Shout out
to
Guap. What's up, Guap?
Much love and respect, Guap, for respecting, you know what I mean, seeing me for who I am, dog, and bringing me on board. We shot 2 music videos that day for Snoop's daughter.
Okay.
One just came out, which is really cool to be on the. That's how I found out about all the hate that he's getting, because on Snoop Dogg's channel, you click it and they credited me in the credits in the description.
Okay,
So
dope.
that was really dope. He didn't have to do that. You know, a lot of
Screenshot that and post it.
yeah, a lot of homies, you know, today, a lot of people in general, they don't like giving other people the credibility, the credit, you know, and he's a very genuine guy, man. I respect him. But yeah, so we did that.
Who's that? Snoop? Who?
Guap.
Guap. Okay,
Guap's
got
really
you.
cool. Yeah, because
Hell yeah,
he
he's
didn't
laid
have the
back.
credit. He didn't have to credit me.
Nope.
But us being Chicano, doing what we do,
There's only
you know
so
what I
many
mean?
of us.
Being solid. Like, he's just like, hey, homie, you're Chicano. Why wouldn't I fuck with you? You're doing your thing. You're dope. You're on these movie cameras. I need the movie cameras for this shit. Come through, bring some shit, film some shit, and let's have a good time. We all get paid. We all have a good time, and we all grow. And I just love that, man. So shout out to Guap, man. Much love and respect for you, bro. I look forward to the next ones. But as far as that, I mean, MC Magic, I mean, I just did, we did the Baby Mexican OT video with D Green Films from Corpus Christi. Much love and respect, bro. King Little G's video. I mean, Carolyn Rodriguez, Dominator. I'm gonna be doing all of Dominator's new stuff with the Triple C, and then
That's right. You got that
new
album
stuff.
coming out. Yeah.
Yeah. So me and him are actually working on a funk album.
I owe him a verse actually for that.
Yeah.
He produced
Well,
one
he
of my
told me. He
songs.
said, "Hey, I'm supposed to go on there too. We've been talking." You know what I mean? So I'm like, "Oh yeah, man." I was like, "Well, I told him you should have come through." He's like, "Oh, I'm too far, but we'll get something in." So shout out to Dominator. That's my
We'll have to
OG
meet
right there, man.
halfway, Dominic. We already had that conversation.
I grew up on Dominator's music, actually. That was one of the first CDs that I actually bought, me and my brother.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
The Triple C one?
Triple C.
Yeah, classic. I had to actually go back and listen to that maybe a few months ago. Because back in the day, bro, I mean, we're doing our thing.
Oh, of
They're doing their
course.
thing.
Yeah, of course.
But after getting to know the dude, a
Yeah.
solid individual, we worked together. I mean, during the pandemic,
Yeah.
we did some song. Well, we did one song, a song, and I sat down one day and I said, dude, this dude is really funky on his production. I says, well, shit, I want to hear exactly what he was doing back at Triple C. And the dude was ahead of his time.
Very ahead of his time.
He could play every single instrument.
Sampling is on point. That dude is so fucking talented, man. Every time I go to his pen, I spend like 5 days there. You know what I mean? Like, camarada status, cool, man. We cook. He cooks breakfast.
Yeah, he
Smitty,
cooks.
Hey, how many eggs you want, homie? You know, hey, you want some? How many sugars you want in your coffee, man? That food's like a big brother, man. And like I said, that's one of the relationships I have that makes me so thankful and grateful to be in this game. You know what I mean? Because I get to meet the people that I grew up to and be friends with them. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing. But then there's also the bad side. You know what I mean? There's a lot of piece of shits that, you know, like, damn, I like that. I grew up listening to that dude, and now he's a piece of shit. You know, like, so it's sad, man. You know,
You come across those people.
Oh, fuck yeah. Hell yeah. And it sucks because they're part of my playlist. So now you're ruining my life
Like
because
you just killed it. Yeah.
you fucking killed it for me. Like, imagine me meeting, like, Tupac's Brother Lynch. All these fools are part of my playlist. I couldn't imagine meeting Brother Lynch and him being an asshole. It would ruin it, dog, because I listen to Refuse to Lose, like, at least once a day. You know what I mean? Like,
What about Spice One? You fuck with Spice One?
I love Spice One.
We met Spice One last.
America's
Did you go with us,
Nightmare?
Danny?
Where?
Oh no, that was me and Moons. Last summer, we went to Washington, and we actually, us and Spice, we had a show together. And I remember my primo Peps he's the first one to introduce me to Spice back in the '90s.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't really grow up on his music. It was just Welcome to the Ghetto. That was the
Yeah.
only one that I remember. But I was up there, and we're sitting here chopping it up, we go out to dinner with
Yeah.
the promoter. There's like 4 of us. And we're just chopping it up, and he was telling us Tupac stories and all that, this, that, and the third. But humble individual, bro.
Yeah.
It ain't on that rap shit. You
Yeah.
know, nah. Like, he had respect because
Yeah.
he knows my accolades. He know what I've done. Same
Yeah.
vice versa. But as men, you know what I'm saying? And legends, we just had that legendary talk, and it was just like, here we are 30 plus years later. Who would have thought that? You know what I'm saying?
And there's some people that really have fucking ego, and it's disgusting. And I could mention people, but they passed away already, and I don't want to speak on nothing like that. I never want to speak negatively on people, but just, I mean, shit. Another cool person was Dub C. I had breakfast with him or lunch with him because Big D, shout out to Big D, Magic's manager. He also manages Dub C. So we had lunch one time.
Yeah, what's up, D?
Yeah, what up, D? And yeah, man, like you know, he's a very humble guy, very cool
Who
cat.
connected you with Magic?
Okay, so shout out to Little Blackie. Blackie hired me to do BTS when they were shooting with Concrete, and I showed up with the red doing the BTS, and Magic was like, didn't know me, don't know my name, didn't know nothing. Hey, can you shoot my new backpack? That's when he had those little backpacks that he has.
Yeah.
And he's like, shoot it for me, and I shot it real dope. I'm talking about like 3 minutes of shooting. The next day, I did the Latin. It was a Bobby D show, the Latin something, and I literally, because I have backstage access, all that stuff. I literally knocked on his dressing room. Hey, can I show you something? Hey, check it out, Magic. Here it is. And he goes, what? That's what you filmed yesterday? He goes, holy shit. He's like, dude, this is good. I said, yeah, that's for you, man. He goes, what do I owe you? And this is what I want to, and listen to this, guys. This is for everybody who does things and you want to seek opportunity. I told him, I don't want anything. I just want an opportunity to film for you for real. And he goes, wow. Next week, I was on a plane shooting this music video in Arizona, and he still hooked me up. He
Planting that seed.
He said, I loved your response. I love the way you came at me. I love the way you did it. And I've been filming for him for over 3 years now.
That's what's
all his concerts, music videos. I'm doing his son's new music video, doing his new music. Pretty much, I think like 7 or whatever 7 tracks out of his album out of 11 or something. I did all the music videos for.
You kind of remind me of a lot just by your demeanor and your energy, bro, and your hunger and your thrive is Destructive Films.
I haven't met him.
Oh, you
plug
guys
us
would
in,
get
man.
along. You guys would get along.
Plug
He has
us
a
in.
podcast too,
Does
man.
he?
Yeah, and he your story reminds me a lot like him. Very
Really?
humble dude. He's fucking dope, and he's the same type of guy, huh?
Yeah.
Same shit.
I didn't used to be humble though. I used to be a cocky motherfucker.
Oh, is that right?
I used to be very cocky. I used to be a fucking asshole. I'm still an asshole. I'm an asshole now because I don't tolerate no bullshit. I know what I deserve and I know what I don't deserve in this life. So if you're coming at me with some fucking ugly energy, I'm out. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna tolerate no bullshit. But yeah, I used to be that guy, but God takes away and God gives back. So what God gives, he takes away, and he definitely took away.
So you learned the hard way.
And I had to learn the fucking hard way for sure. So that's why I say to this day, anytime I ever film for big artists, I'm in front of 50,000 people, the only videographer allowed on the Jingle Ball stage with all these A-listers, BB Rexa, Ava Reg.
What year was this?
Like 2 years ago.
Okay, recent.
Yeah, so Teddy Swims. I'm on the stage with BTS. I don't even know who the fuck those are, but that was K-pop, and I'm the only dude allowed on stage with this, and I have a special pass. All this shit. Shout out to Wacko Films, man. Wacko Vincent.
What's up, Wacko?
You're my guy,
I saw.
man.
Did you shoot his wedding video?
I did shoot his wedding video.
Bro, so I didn't even know that. And I remember when he got married and he sent me that video.
Yeah.
I was like, because he's usually the one that's filming, and I'm going,
Yeah, I did.
well, who
do
shot
that.
your shit? He may or may not. He may have said your name.
Yeah, I
Back
did
then,
that.
you and I guess we've crossed paths.
We've
man.
crossed paths like
I'm
50
an older
times.
head, and I don't know, man. I blame it on the accident.
I've crossed
these
your
days.
path like 50 times, bro.
You were talking about that. I'm like, where? When was
Yeah.
this? But
Yeah.
one time I do remember is the first time I remember meeting you.
Yeah.
Was when Little One brought you to my event last summer in Riverside at Killer Queens. And
Yes.
he came and got that drop, and you had your
Yep.
brother Stalker with you.
Yep. Oh, you remember Stalker? Yep.
Yeah. So, and I got introduced to you and him, Stalker, and Little One, and you were shooting really quick, and he was giving
Yeah.
me a little brief rundown on who you were and whatnot. And he mentioned the Pro Club collab you got Stalker had, and you guys had with Pro Club. And I was like, Smitty, what's up, man? Hook it up with Pro Club. Next thing you know, you were over at Shaka.
Right after that, so to this day, I don't know why they don't respond to me, but I have an idea. But it's because they show love to my brother when he first got out because he was wearing a Pro Club in that video that blew up. Food's Gone Wild reposted all these.
You got any of those videos, Danny?
They got over 40 million plays in
So
in
I
total.
know one of your biggest story. I mean, well, your brother, he had one of the most viral videos coming out of jail, eating a hamburger for the very first time.
Mhm.
And if you guys haven't seen it, well, you're gonna see it right now. This is Smitty's brother, Stalker. But you got to get the emotion. Go ahead, play the volume, bro.
You sure?
Yeah. There's no music, right?
First grader in 15 years. Yeah, everyone was talking shit. Why'd you take him there? I said, dude, there wasn't nothing around the prison. I mean, like,
Maybe he wanted Carl Jr.
he was. Look at his face. He's fucking grateful, you know.
I don't think he cared. You could see the emotion, man. Shit.
Well, I took him for steak right after that when we got home, but
First burger in 15 years.
hey, they're expensive as shit.
15 years.
So this is the video, went viral. You
Yep.
filmed it.
This one on mine has 315,000 likes. It has over 5 million plays. That's just on mine. All the videos with him got over like 5 million, multiple. And then Who's Gone Wild reposted it. All the biggest platforms. So Mexican.
Okay,
Like,
now I'm going to ask you same question. When you were sitting with your brother in Carl's Jr. restaurant, did you think the video was going to do what it did?
okay. This is where I keep it 1,000, okay?
What was your intention?
I'm hearing feedback. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, Danny.
No, my bad, Spencer. So, I had a plan before he got out. He didn't even know he was gonna get out. By the way, you know, he was filing for resentencing and everything else, and we didn't know how it was gonna go. And then we kind of fell off for a little bit. I was kind of upset with him, and then just like 2 days before he got out, hey, I just got told I'm gonna get out 10 years early. You know what I mean? For these new law changes and the resentencing and everything else, these new laws that changed. So that was part of my plan. My plan was to film him, but just for me. Like, so I haven't seen my brother since we were kids.
Sure. This was a moment.
Yeah, and I wanted to film that. But I have been seeing videos of him, of other people out of prison, and they go fucking viral. And I just said, you know what? I'm going to post it. I had a feeling it was going to get traffic, but not as big as it did. But that was my hopes. God knew my heart.
Right.
God knew I just wanted to see him do good and have a shine to him, because the man that he is inside, not the killer that everybody sees and knows and who his reputation, but the man that I know, the man that smiles, the man that laughs, the man that he doesn't give that side to anybody. I wanted them to see that. When he's eating that cheeseburger right there, you see his gratefulness. You see how grateful he is just to even taste that. You can tell that he didn't know he was going to eat that fucking burger that day. You know what I mean? And I wanted to share that. But all those videos that I posted of him on my social media, those are for me, for my memories, you know? But like I said, God knew my heart. He knew I just wanted to get him. And I used to tell him, God, no, it's not about social media. It's about spreading your story, and someone's going to be in the right position that's going to hire you or give you an opportunity to change your life. They're going to see you for the man you are and say, hey, if you're righteous, you speak well, you present yourself well, I want to give you an opportunity. Show the fuck up and you got a job. You can even been a podcaster speaking politics or whatever the case may be because of your wisdom of the prison life. You don't understand. Someone could have said, hey, I own an apartment complex. I want you to be the manager because you seem to have respect and you seem like you can carry this. I want to give you an opportunity and a place to live. You don't know the opportunities that could have come with just posting shit like that, by just being on social media. You seen how he was. He can like act. One take, he can act, and like he was really talented. You know what I mean? I'm not going to spread too much of our story, but I get so much hate from people. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you used your brother for clout. I'm like, I used my brother for clout? Why would I do that? I just wanted to help the man. I wanted to get him places. I'm the one that within 4 days, got him plugged in with the Pro Club. Within 7 days, got him on Indicted TV. Within the 9 day, got him with Shaka, getting $1,000 a month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm the one I had him a movie role, but he didn't show up till he got busted. You know, he's still out to this day, and I don't want to speak foul on my brother, because no matter what, he's my brother, and at the end of the day, I forgive him and I love him. But he's out right now, and he hasn't talked to me since then. You know, he met
Since when?
Since July. He met a woman online, and she kind of brainwashed his head a little bit, and he changed his number, and family hasn't heard from him. Nobody's heard. I get texts all the time. Have you heard from him? No, I haven't. You know, but at the end of the day, I can't take it too personal, because the homies haven't talked to him. His camaradas haven't talked to him. His own fucking cousins. No one's heard from him. But at the end of the day, as from a brother's love and perspective, he's out. He's with the woman who's taking care of him. And I just hope that he's happy. That's all I ever fucking wanted. Whether that's with me or not, it's like when you love a woman or something, you're like, man, I want you to be happy, whether that's with or without me. Kind of like the same thing. That's my brother. I want you in my life, dog. I want us to share all this. You could have been right here sitting with me, with you. We could have been sharing all this. Every backstage concert that I'm at, every major shit that I'm to, you're there. You're my brother, homie. What's mine is yours.
But you know what? Can I tell you something? It's not for everybody.
And I understand that. And I have to put myself in that perspective. We were doing things every hour on live, doing this. The first live we did on TikTok, 30,000 people. It was fucking nuts. Like, it was going viral. I mean, it was crazy. We're going to podcast this place, that place. And he's like, oh, no, can we have a schedule? Like, we're just moving. I said, look, brother, just sit in the car and show up and just ride with me. And I'm going to take you there, shake hands.
You know what, brother? But I see sometimes, like, and here's what I mean by it's not for everybody. And I know you know what I mean. But for those watching who may not understand is if he just happened so, and this besides the fact that, yeah, granted, he did a lot of time, but he doesn't have that energy that you have.
It's true. It's not for everybody.
He doesn't.
It's not everybody's life.
And I think that if that was you, and you're probably even going, damn, if I even had this.
And it's true.
You know, and yeah, of course, bro. Yeah, and for those haters, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, my man's going to come up, but he's also the man leading him to, of course, you know what I mean? This is just the way it is. They're brothers.
Yeah.
But homie just happened to have a viral video that went viral because of him.
It broke my heart.
Because of him.
It broke my heart because within 2 weeks of him being out, he surpassed my social media presence for all these years.
Yeah.
I tried, you know?
That part.
But I'm a brother, and I was proud of that. I said, hell yeah, because I knew something would come from it, you know? But at the end of the day, it was just probably too much for him. I know it was too much for him.
Yeah.
And it's
overwhelming.
Okay. And it's okay. You know, at the end of the day, he just wanted a woman and love. He was denied that his whole life. Did over 23 years incarcerated, over 23 years in total since kids, you know? And it's okay.
I got a primo, man. He did 25, brother. He got out. You know, he was like a kid again. Like,
and that's exactly,
stuck in the, you know what I mean? You're stuck in
well,
you don't know. He went in the 90s, came back
and you
out.
have to be a man in there. You have to act a certain way, so all that gets left behind.
And you miss so much.
So when you finally see your family again and you don't have to be held to those standards, you see the little kid in them.
Yes.
And that's why I said nobody else seen that side of him. If you look through my TikToks, he's smiling, laughing. My homegirl at the time, we don't talk no more, but she had a Tesla. We threw him in there. He learned to drive for the first time. We put him in a Tesla. It's fucking hilarious, dude. Oh, shit. Like, it's so funny.
I remember when he, just that little time backstage.
Yeah.
When you came in that alley, remember?
Yeah.
And he was like,
yeah.
Well, what's up, man? Lolly Shader Brown and whoop, whoop, whoop. And I was like, what's up, homie? You just got out doing what?
Oh, yeah. My brother has a folder, like that thick, bro.
But he didn't seem like that dude.
No, but
he was a kid.
That's why I said, like,
crazy.
That was the light. And that's what I think. This is why I know, not what I think. I know he went so far and blew up because obviously the face, when not smiling, shows the killer. But when his mouth talks and his smile and his eyes light up, you see a different man. And I think that was the mind fuck. Like, how can someone do so long in this darkness and have so much light and charisma?
Yeah.
And so much charm. You know what I mean? That life wasn't taken from him. That light wasn't taken from him from that dark ass place. You know what I mean? And that's what I feel was very that magnet that everyone was just attracted to, you know?
Well, we hope the best for your brother, man. Hopefully
Absolutely.
he's out there, like you said, and
brother,
he's safe and out of harm's way for sure. I want to give some love to the chat. BS, what up, man? Dolores Pierce checking in. What's up, Dolores? Gotta say what's up to the ladies. Rosemary in here as well. Brianna Vlogs said, let's go, Smitty.
Oh, Brianna, yep. That's keeping it old school, keeping it 2000. She does the dopest brunches in Pomona.
She's the one that does them?
Yeah.
I've been seeing that.
Yeah,
Those
those are
brunches are popping.
Hey, Brianna, you got to get ODM on that shit.
What's up, Brianna? Hey, I like mimosas.
Holler. Hey, not because she does the keeping it old school and then the keeping it 2000. So you could easily probably do the old school shit.
That's her thing?
Yeah, that's her thing.
We've been seeing that pop a lot.
Innovate
I do.
And Eno, right?
Yeah.
I do all the filming for it, man, and for the Pomona location, and It's fucking.
Oh, you do those reels?
Yeah, it's cracking,
That's dope.
dude.
Damn, fool, you everywhere.
I try, man. I'm
That's
trying.
sick. That's
You
tight.
just did one with I think I saw a Kool-Aid one too. Kool-Aid
Yep,
was
I
on
did
there.
Kool-Aid and
Angie V's birthday.
Angie V. I did that one with
Shout out
Coda.
Angie V. What up, mama?
I did Coda's that one with that, and then
What up, Coda? Coda.
me and Coda got some music going too. I'm producing for Coda right now on oldie. We're doing oldie flips, but we're doing originals.
There you go.
So in
Keep all that money.
I just heard that Danny Trejo really loves what we got going on. So next Wednesday I have a meeting at his house. So we're gonna figure out where to go forward with what we got going on.
You know, homie, you keep talking all this music and this and that, but I still ain't heard you rap in the flash, homie. So I think we got a beat, homie. Wait, hold on. Let's get my man some headphones. You got headphones?
Yeah.
Let's get it.
In the cubby.
Oh, we gonna get you in the secret drawer right here.
All right.
Directed by Smitty, raps by Smitty. We're gonna call him right
All
now.
right, set me up.
Did you plug in already to the Bluetooth? Yeah, huh?
I'm about to. Ain't the greatest headphones, but
Should
you
I
could
just
hear
stand
yourself.
up and do it at that camera right there, cipher style?
Damn. If you want to stand up, you can. But I don't know if you'll go out of front. If we do the wide lens. But I think you're good right there, man. We just want to hear the spit it. Unless you have to rap from your diaphragm, you got to stand up, you know.
Straight from the diaphragm.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, mic check.
Let me see here. Let me see what we got here.
Just turn the volume down on your phones.
Oh, man.
Boom.
Jerde, is that Amir? Much love and respect, Amir. That's my camarada right there, man. Good guy right there. La Habra Campo.
Suele, turn it up.
Yeah.
That work?
I gotta get a better angle, man. I feel like I'm fat as shit.
Blackout booth, man. Let's go exclusive.
Yeah.
Directed by Smitty.
Yeah, this here, one of them dedications for the fools not doing it right. On the mic spitting, thinking they tight. These fools couldn't spit for their lives. Now when it all boils down, you're gonna find in the end that half these fools be a lame and be high on meth with no sound in the flow that you like. These fools couldn't spit for their lives. Yeah, I grew up on an era where you had to bring terror. Lyrical vandals with dope spit while strapping Berettas. I was mentored by the best, by gangsters and made homies, putting the hearts of many fucking men to the test. Hold on. We gotta get it.
All right. Let's get it. Get in this groove.
We taking dome shots, fuck a chest. It's that lyrical drive-by, leaving your concrete a bloody mess. Who got balls and think they a star? More than 95% of these fools just fucking claiming they're hard. But I understand, they just trying to be cool. Coming straight up out the pan, homie, claiming the suit. Thinking they can just throw on a beat, homie, and think that it's cool. But that's the problem with rap now, when while it's full of brown stool. And I've been dormant, brainstorming, watching this motherfucking bullshit in straight torment. I treat rap like a blood sport. Any, money, mo, line them up, we can go toe to toe. Bust the flow. Oh, you didn't know? It's Smitty Loke and ODM on the Blackout Show. Homie.
He said full of brown stool.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, cause I've been dormant, brainstorming. You know what I mean?
Yo, that's what it is, Chad. Light it up for my man. Let me see those fires and emojis with the fire. Come on, Lisa, in the chat. Directed by Spit. Bro, I know you spitting like that, bro.
Yeah.
Sick.
Come on, man. You were saying some shit, though. That's the thing. You were saying some
So
shit.
tight.
You weren't
Hard.
rapping, bro. You were saying shit.
Yeah.
Can you say that again? We got to run that back. No. But for real. All right. So okay, I know you got a funk EP coming out too as well, right?
Yeah, I do. Let me take these headphones off. I do. So me and Dominator got some shit.
When does that drop?
Actually, the
funk
first
EP.
single's gonna probably be next month. It's called Pleasure, and it's pretty dope. She gives me pleasure whenever I'm in town, and I want me some goodies. Pleasure whenever I'm in town. You know what I mean?
Are you singing on or Dominator?
Watch me. Yeah, it's all me singing.
Who's producing it?
Dominator.
Okay, got you. So
And
you
my
do-
rap and my funk name is Balls Deep, Baulz Deep, because I'm having fun with it.
Put
So
that on the back of a license plate.
right, so you know how he be doing like his alter ego shit. Like he'll dress up as like Rick James and shit.
Yeah.
So I got to find out my shit. And yeah, man, we have some dope records coming out.
Tommy wants a shirt that says balls deep.
Dude, I'm telling you.
You doing merch?
He wants
Imagine bringing balls deep to the stage, you know?
BD, motherfucker.
Right, BD, you know? And it's cool, man, because he got me plugged in with the Funk Freak homie. So when my shit drops, they're going to do like an album release or single release party at their Funk Freaks event. So that's going to be
Shout
really
out Debo,
cracking.
man, and everybody over there. Vinyl Hustler.
Yeah, man.
Debo OC putting it down. You also fuck with, you work with Cocaine, right?
Man, I got like probably like a solid, like at least a solid 8 tracks with Cocaine right now. You know what I mean? My first one's coming out on February 7th. Get your boogie on. You, ODM played it for
Yes,
you guys
sir.
on the TikTok. It's super funky, super good. So within the next week or two, I'm looking for a videographer. So videographer's actually not a videographer, a cinematographer. Okay, I want someone who can really
It's
film
not
some
out yet?
shit. No, it's not out yet.
Hey, is it not on TuneCore yet?
No, it's not out yet at
Okay,
all.
airdrop it to my boy. We'll play. Airdrop it to me. Airdrop it to me. We'll play it right
Yeah.
now. Can we play it?
Yeah, you can. I'll spit it live. You want me to spit it live?
Yeah. Well, let's get it on and then just spit it live. Just give me the
Where's the phone at?
right there to your left.
No, I have another phone.
Oh, he got the
Here we go.
burner.
Here we
Get him the
go.
burner.
It's the work phone, the work
I
phone, the
said
work
it's a work
phone.
phone. One's a business phone.
The
one's
burner. It's the MC Magic
I think-
iPhone.
Oh, here it is right here. Yeah, it is the MC Magic iPhone. Where my
Airdrop it to.
Airdrop it.
oh,
Yeah, we got to play
O.
the single. We were banging that one on the TikTok pre-party mix earlier. That shit felt
That shit
right
was
in
sick.
with the 90s vibes.
Yeah.
So check it out real quick. Oh, I have it on. I'm saying it to you. I don't know if it's.
Go ahead. It should be Robert's iPhone.
So yeah, within the next week or two, I want to throw an event. I think music videos are kind of obsolete. We're doing about 10 reels that day. If I can have anywhere from 50
Wait,
to
say that again.
what? I don't want to give too much game
No.
because people are gonna follow the trend.
No, bro, I've been saying that. Why the fuck we got to do a whole video? I'm not saying it's a waste of money. It's just people just gonna.
People's attention span these
Yes.
days are gone.
Thank you.
So the new way of doing things, and I try to tell everybody, instead of putting all this money into a music video, you're gonna spend $2,500, $3,000 on a nice little simple production shoot, right? You can spend maybe half of that on reels. Find a videographer that's gonna be
Yes.
like, look, I need 10 reels for this single. You know how much you gonna charge me? I'll shoot you $1,500, $150 a pop. Fuck it, cool. Or maybe $250, maybe $350. You want a shot on the red, whatever. We'll figure out a number.
Yes.
But you know, that's what's gaining more people's attention. The reels, doing 15, 20 different reels
Yes.
for the same track. So that's what I want to do. So within a week or two, I want to create an event, hopefully like a cruise night event, hopefully. And I want to invite some good DJs, influencers. You're more than welcome to come out, ODM. I just want
Appreciate it.
everyone to be dancing in unity, black, white, brown, Asian, north side, south side, east side, west side. I don't give a shit where you're from. As long as you have respect and you're a good-ass motherfucker, you're more than welcome. Everybody's more than welcome. I'm going to have professional photographers and other videographers there because every single person that goes, I want them to leave with a piece of content, a picture, because when my single drops, they're going to have something to promote. And now, see, when people do video shoots, it's me. Show up for me. Be cool for me. Oh, give me some love. Now I'm giving love to you for coming because you came out for me. So when my single drops, that's 100 motherfuckers posting my single and fucking the algorithm.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to do. So anybody who wants to come out, show some love. I'm going to be posting a date within the next few days once I find a cinematographer who's going to do their thing for me. Because unfortunately, I can't film myself or else I would, you know. But yeah, man, I just want to have a good-ass time and show everybody dancing in unity. And, yeah, the other
So let's
songs.
hear the song, man.
Oh, it won't
It won't send?
It won't send. I've been.
In a text message, send it to him in the
No.
text.
Hold on. Wait, what? Why won't it send?
Airdrop, is your airdrop on?
Yeah, my airdrop's
Oh,
been
yeah.
on.
Mine may not be on.
Oh, okay.
Is it because I'm connected to the Bluetooth? Or I gotta
No.
actually turn my. Hold on. Spanish on.
I did send it to you already.
Yeah, it's on my Mac.
Oh, it's on the
though.
Mac.
Hold on. We'll get it. Fuck, man. I always did so many updates. How do I turn my shit on? Oh, wait. AirDrop. There we go. Oh, it says contacts only.
Put it to everyone.
Eso.
Oh, everyone's popping up. Vanessa's iMac, Danny Boy, Robert.
Hey.
Damn, that's me.
There it is, sir.
Tomas is
Don't worry,
Vanessa and
brain
Drag.
small. Watching this-
We ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. New music. Talk about it, dog. Directed by Smitty. You got it. Oh, get the headphones on.
Oh, okay.
Let's run it back. Let's run it
Wait,
back.
what
Let's
do you
run
want
it
me-
back.
What am I doing here?
It's
Am I
your-
rapping to it or
your
what?
joint. Yeah, rap over. Old school.
Oh shit, okay. Let's get it. Let's get it. New single dropping 2/7. I'm just sitting here thinking about the good old days. On the block with a 40 chillin' on one ways. With the homies getting higher than a skyrise crane. Then some giraffe pussy, yeah, them broke ass days. It was me, Dagger, Vader, Rocky, Taker, Toka, D-Loc, Goofy. All posted 40 deep, chillin' at the park. Waiting for the shit to crack, cause it gets crazy after dark. Brown bagging with a Cobra, chips on my shoulder. Snatching G-rides at the Fairplex and Pomona, drunk driver. But no Colt 45er, this one right here for all my Southsiders. From the streets to the yard, then back to the boulevard. This is for all my ghetto stars. Get your boogie on. Homies gon' do your thing, yeah, but get your boogie on. Throw up that set you bang, yeah, but get your boogie on. Homies gon' do your thing. All I wanna do is show love. I used to be a hateful motherfucker, yeah, my mind in the slum. I do this rap shit for fun. Kicking raps, spitting raps till there's no more air in my lungs. Let's take it back to 2002, before a young motherfucker ever knew what to do. Posted up at them house parties, drinking some booms until 6 in the morning, waking way past noon. Smoking on a white widow, homie, past them shrooms. On the driveway, tripping summer up by the moon. I'm a motherfucking fool. Everybody knows it, but got love in my heart. God told me I was chosen. I'ma bounce, rock, skate, roll, elbows up, getting down on the dance floor. It's all love and respect. Let the heart reflect, but fuck the bullshit. This is for the ghetto vets. Get your boogie on. Homies gon' do your thing, yeah, but get your boogie on. Go and throw up that set you bang, yeah, but get your boogie on. Homies gon' do your thing, yeah, get your boogie on. But yeah, when I say bounce, rock, skate, roll, that's a tribute to Mr. Shadow, to his song, you know what I mean? Paying my homage and respects.
Sick.
We got cocaine on here.
Yup.
Shout out cocaine. Where you at, brother? We need you on the pod. Been needing you.
I'll call him right now. Cause me and my vato homies don't play.
There it is. New music drops when?
February 7th. I'm just
Get
trying to
your
get the
boogie
cover
on.
art right now, and then I'm gonna put it out, man. I got it's featuring me, Cocaine, the homie R Keys from San Diego, and Dusty G.
What up,
Fuller.
Keys? Remember he played our Sunday afternoon a couple years ago.
Sundays.
Yep.
Yep.
Sick right there.
I feel, you know what I feel? I feel like my raps weren't good. I gotta do it again. You should put another beat on.
What it,
I wasn't satisfied with that.
you want the same one? Hold on. Let me see. He said I wasn't ready. He just getting loose.
You know what's my problem though? Before we do that, you know what my biggest health problem that I'm dealing with right now is severe memory loss. Like severe, like to the point where people are like fighting with me. Like, you said this, and I was like, no, I didn't. And it's like so bad where people are like, you really need to go get treated or something, because so it's kind of messed up because it really fucks with my artistry because I can't remember shit. And it's messed up, man. So it's
well, brother, if it helps any, I'm right with you. But I think mine is just old age.
mine's trauma.
Yeah,
For sure, mine's trauma for sure.
especially with this accident that I just had, this car accident. Me and my wife, it's even worse. So I understand where you're coming
But it's
from.
scary, man, because I don't remember shit. Like, it's so bad.
Bro, when it gets to the point where you walk into a room and you forgot why you walked in there,
Yes.
that's
I'm fucking serious. That's real, dog. That's
like,
real.
Why'd I come in here for? Damn it. Oh, man, somebody spilled water. Let me pick that up. How come they didn't pick this up? Oh, man, let me get my keys. That's what and you just.
It's crazy, man.
It's old. Let me see here.
Crazy.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I wasn't happy with that, man. I feel like I could do something better. I can just spit off the dome. Fuck it. I mean, I can just spit off the phone.
Hold up.
The dome, the phone, whatever. What's on here?
Go ahead.
Sick.
A little West Coast beat.
Oh no, I need something hip hop, homie.
Oh, shit. Let me look inside my hip hop folder.
Or wait, I got a beat for you. I gotta send it to you, right? This is the beat I made for the Coyotes. I'm supposed to feature with these fools.
Send it.
Hold on, Coyote right here.
Oh, I can't play that one. I sold that one.
Here it comes. This is W fucking balls. We're here live on the Blockout Podcast. If you ain't liking it, you can kiss our ass. Yeah.
Balls deep, baby.
Balls fucking deep.
Chill. Tomas getting excited.
He said, "Ooh, balls."
Turn it up, dog.
Put it in the headphones, homie. Yeah. Hip hop. Yeah. Take that shit back. Put me up in the headphones, homie. Yeah, I made this shit like a couple months ago. El Coyotes, hit me up, homie. Yo. I love that shit. That shit sounds fucking hard. Yo. I'm mentally depleted, under-succeeded, down on my luck, feeling defeated, talking shit cause I'm heated, like I'm on an episode of Twilight. I'm taking shots at the dome, flipping birds in case I fucking die tonight. Mental dysfunction, no time for a discussion, blasting to another dimension with these shrooms and alcohol consumption. Feeling closer to death with each breath, cause these whack motherfuckers smoked out, claiming they the best. These fools ain't hip-hop, dropped, exposed like Papa Doc, Cinderella when it strikes 12 o'clock. Toe to toe, you couldn't spit for your soul. And you young motherfuckers don't know real rap from your assholes. We coming straight live from the gutter. Real hip hop, bitch, dropping balls on you suckers. Hip hop, you know what I mean?
So this ain't done yet.
Nah, that's what I wrote for them for fucking Coyotes. So if you guys wanna come on, feature homies.
Yeah.
And you young motherfuckers don't know real rap from your assholes.
Directed by Smitty, y'all. Spitting bar. We got a treat tonight. I told you guys it was gonna be a dope show tonight, man.
What else we got on that list though?
It's always great. Let me see. Okay, let's see. Let's cover what we haven't covered already. Got the new single dropping February 7th. Big video shoot already. And you talk about people, how the culture has changed us.
I think we kind of covered that a little bit.
I think one thing's going around right now. I've been watching videos because like OGZ's been popping off too. The homies using the N-word.
Yes.
Like,
so I was at a barbecue the other day, and there was nothing but camaradas, righteous old school OGs. And I asked them. I actually did a song. You know what? I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you right now, and it's speaking on this exact topic. And I kind of want to get your guys' opinion, and then we can discuss this exact thing because that's exactly what I'm discussing here.
Bet.
So,
yeah, it's funny because I was like, I got this residency in Rancho, and then I seen some kids walking in the parking lot, and you know, it was a little homie, and he was using the N-word, and I was like,
yeah, I mean, it's
I just started laughing, you know, like, dang.
It's kind of fucked up.
Shout outs to Neto G. What up? Fabian Martinez. Mankind.
Okay, let me hold on.
Which Droops is that?
Is Droop still in here?
Shout out Anthony Brito for that 5 Borlas, homie. Dope interview. Keep these guests coming. Thank you, Anthony. He's a diehard one right there. No Hard Feelings Music Group. Let's see. Shout outs to who else, man? Got some different faces. And Sheena from Compton. What up? Rosa Maria. That's your alias, Sheena? What's up, girl? Let's see. Pelly D. Oh, they got different names. Okay. All right. I see what you did. I'm about to change my name.
All right, here we go. I'm about to save this shit.
Who else, man?
And you're gonna tell me what you think. And I'm actually so what I want to do too. Oh, we didn't talk about starting my podcast. And what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
But check this out. So what I'm doing right now, and I forgot to say it during the flow, is I have a segment called Making Rap Great Again. And where I want to spit videos every single week, give out reels, freestyle reels, rap reels. But when I start my podcast, I want to put on people who I feel are super talented that just get overshadowed by the bullshit that's being out today. I want to put on people, I want to put on our culture, and I want to put on the talented and the righteous. There's so much bullshit that's being put out, and I want to cater to the talented individual for the sake of hip hop.
Well, we're going to get to the pod. I just want to hear. Here we go. There we go. We want to get this.
Check it out. Shit that's being out. And let me know what you guys think. It's some serious shit. I'm on the bridge, the hook.
Turn
I'm on
it
the
up,
rap.
dog.
Dr. Evil, we're looking on this motherfucking beat.
I hear him.
Yeah.
Why won't you, little fool, stay true to your heart? 'Cause
That's a Dr. Evo beat too.
full of shit, yeah.
Peter Popper, pick
the pickle pepper. I'm the shit, motherfucker. You just claim that you a hot stepper. They say Smitty spits dinosaur raps. He's old. He just need to kick the fuck back. Ugh. I hit you drug babies with an uppercut. Shockwave your whole system with them bubble guts. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'm old and tired of your shit. I don't tune rappers getting hit with full clips. I'm like fuck a Papa Doc, fuck a clock, fuck your whole existence. I be going up out of my head and losing my shit every time I listen. Cause 9 out of 10 rappers all sound the same. Talk the same, dress the same, walk a flock of flame. No self-identity or pride, like little fucking what's his name. Whatever happened to standing up proud, ripping the Kapura, homie, having our own sound. And I ain't talking about weekends wearing Charlie Browns. Whatever happened to being brown and proud?
Hold on. Let's run that back, man. Come on, man.
Papa, pick the pickle pepper. I'm the shit, motherfucker. You just claim that you a hot stepper. They say Smitty spits dinosaur raps. He's old. He just need to kick the fuck back. Ugh. I hit you drug babies with an uppercut. Shockwave your whole system with them bubble guts. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'm old and tired of your shit. I don't tune rappers getting hit with full clips. I'm like fuck a Papa Doc, fuck a clock, fuck your whole existence. I be going up out of my head and losing my shit every time I listen. Cause 9 out of 10 rappers all sound the same. Talk the same, dress the same, walk a flock of flame. No self-identity or pride, like little fucking what's his name. Whatever happened to standing up proud, ripping the Kapura, homie, having our own sound. And I ain't talking about weekends wearing Charlie Browns. Whatever happened to being brown and proud? When the fuck did it all go wrong? The homies lost their way, somebody tell me I'm wrong. I know times done changed, but the structure is just all gone. More than half don't have good names. Tell me where we went wrong. Tell me where we went wrong. Tell me where we went wrong.
Sick.
Wow, that's just
sick.
He's saying something, y'all. I'm telling you, man.
I actually had a couple big homies reach out to me when I sent that to them. They said, please don't speak on that any further. They're like, you're going to offend the wrong people by you speaking on things like that, because you're pretty much saying how everything's collapsed, how we lost our identity, we lost our culture, all due to the prison system. You know what I mean? Because everybody's a dropout. Everybody's a PC these days. 80% of the prison system is no good. You know what I mean? And I'm literally speaking on how we lost it all. You have fools in there saying the N-word. And I trip out because my brother got out the pen and he's like, what's up? You know what I mean? I'm like, what? He's like, I know, I would have stabbed myself for saying that 10 years ago. But it's just different now. You have big homies in there trying to cater to the young crowd saying that word. And if that doesn't have any accountability in there, in the pinnacle of Gangster University, Pelican Bay, you know what I mean? If they're using that word in there and there's no accountability in there, then there's definitely not going to be no accountability in the street. So speaking on this topic, going back to the original question, I was at a barbecue with a lot of camaradas, a lot of older homies, and I asked them, where do you think it all went wrong? Where do you think it started? And they said, well, what do you think? I said, well, I feel in the beginning. So we're gonna go for two different parts. I'm gonna do the how I think about how everything changed in there and then out here. I feel a lot of OGs who gangbanged and did all that shit. When you have a kid, you want them to be better than you. You want them to be a better version of you. You don't want them to follow the same footsteps. So the fades, the khakis, the creased up pants, you tell them dress however you want me, huh? You know what I mean? Because you don't want them to be like that. So that evolves a different era. You know what I mean? As far as tradition. They broke the tradition by that. A lot of fathers weren't present. So they grew up how the fuck they wanted to grow up too. I feel in prison, when big homies got put in the shoe and everything else like that, you know what I mean? I feel when the new fools who ran the yards, fools were getting dropped for fucking the stupidest fucking things. And I think it created a lot of pressure on the yards that made a lot of fools turn it in. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. I don't want to speak too much into that because that ain't my world. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's just my observation. You know what I mean? But that's what I feel. And we were all talking at the barbecue. He goes, you're absolutely fucking right. He goes, I grew up in that era of prison when it was still solid. He goes, and everything just started crumbling after that. You know
what's interesting, though, is they meaning Raza up north, they've been using the N-word for years.
That's true. And that's why.
You don't think it's like trickled down?
No, but that's true, too, though. That is true, too, because a lot of the influence, that's why the North and South right now, even though we're truced in the prison system, on the streets, there's still the animosity. There's still all those feelings towards each other. You know what I mean? That's why I say, let me be the first one or the second or third one to be like, hey, homie, if you fuck with me, I fuck with you. It's all love and respect. But like I was saying, I feel, because that's their argument, you guys stole our stilo. You hear a lot of Northerners say, you fools stole our shit, our stilo, which is true because they're more like, their culture, their side of things is more black. I feel like it's integrated.
I feel like they get along more.
Yeah, it's integrated
black
more.
and Mexican, yeah.
When our culture down here is we're completely segregated, unless you grew up in South Central and areas where there's more black people in your community. That's where you see that because, you know, of course you're going to say that when your best friend lives across the street who's black and you're Mexican and he's at your house eating tamales and you're out eating gumbo on the weekends. Of course you're going to be family and that word's going to be tossed around like nothing because it's like, bro. But people who aren't from those areas, like people who are out here where there's not too many like that, and they say that, that's all because it's a clout word. It's you know, it's just that shit that's just spreading around.
Trendier.
It's trendy, you know what I mean? And I just feel that's wrong, man. I feel that's wrong. There's a lot of homies, and look, and no disrespect to the homies who say it, because I know fucking 99.5 of you fools say it, and that's cool, dog. That's your fucking, that's your deal. But I just feel you're contributing to us losing our fucking culture like that. You know what I mean? We're not meant to say that shit. I heard
somebody say on was it a black fool who said, or no, somebody was Raza saying about you don't hear blacks saying ese.
Yeah. And yeah, it's true.
Or any you know.
But I even fell into that, dog. There was an album I put out, one of the last ones I put out, and back then I was so like I didn't want to be boxed in, and you know that box that I'm talking about. I didn't want to be boxed in, so I threw that word out. But see, I've also studied the greats, Mr. Shadow, Mr. Little One, other artists like that have said it too, but you just don't know that because you haven't listened to those songs. I can point out key songs where they all say that word, and that was back then. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I try to be like, and I know it because they didn't want to fit in that Chicano box. They didn't want to be looked at like that. They want to be looked at as mainstream rap, hip hop. So they'll probably throw that word out. You know what I mean? I've talked to them about that. I'm like, yeah, we threw it out there. So I did kind of the same mistake, but I regret it. But I'm happy I took all that music down, everything else like that. I've said it once or twice. You know what I mean? And I was wrong for that because I don't say that in real life. I don't say that ever in my normal day life. So I shouldn't say that on a record. You know what I mean? Just to appear to a different demographic of crowd. You know
Unless you were brought up, like you said earlier, like we had a homie from, we're just talking about forgetting shit. Homie from Vegas.
Yeah.
Bad Boy.
Who?
From Clico One. He was raised with Crips.
Mm-hmm.
They took him in. You know, he was from this side. But I think he was dating his wife, or she was from this side.
Yeah.
Oh, it was all Crip neighborhood.
Yeah.
And he ended up going over there. So, you know, he grew up saying that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but that's okay. No one's really gonna know your story. I mean, I it's okay, but then it's not okay because at the end of the day, it's not our word. You know what I'm saying? It's not our word. It's not. And if you want to just you can try to make excuses, rationalize and make excuses for everybody, but at the end of the day, it's black or white. It's black or white. Is that our word? Is that for us? No. Have we ever said it before? All the generations before us? No. It's not for us. It's not our word to say. And a lot of black fools try to be cool and be like, I honestly don't give a shit. But deep down inside, you know you give a shit.
Yeah.
Because that word was created to fucking diss your ass pretty much. You know what I mean? To title, you guys just put an A at the end. You know what I mean? Went from ropes to gold chains. But you already know the fucking meaning, the dark, real fucking meaning behind it all. You know what I'm saying? It was a discriminative word. You know what I mean? It was used to discriminate, to just deplete your ass. You know what I mean? Just, you know, to be called that is fucking, you know? So I just feel that's not our word. That's not our place. Our culture should not fucking say that. You know what I mean? We need to have more respect for ourselves and represent ourselves better. Because if we're taking someone else's identity, someone else's lingo, someone else's ways of moving, then where the fuck does that leave our own? Where does it leave us?
You talked about, before we wrap things up, we talked about your podcast. I want to get into that a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I think you had mentioned off air, it was something about sexualizing type.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, but I want to hear more of it.
Okay, so first I have my Directed by Smitty podcast. I'm going to be doing 2. I'm going to be doing hustling, motivation, hustle and motivate, bringing on spitters, make rap great again segment. I'm going to be exposing a lot of the industry bullshit, bringing on models, talking about all the photographers who try to fuck them, putting fools on blast, trying to give game to young people coming into the game, what to look out for, what to avoid, what to be wise about, giving them games and tips, bringing on managers, bringing on artists that are really going to straight paint everything, and just to motivate people at the end of the day, you know what I mean? And to also let people know what God, Jesus Christ, has done for my life. You know what I mean? I used to be straight fucking satanic and fucking just crazy with it. You know what I mean? Everybody knows how lost I got and how deep down that barrel I traveled. You know what I mean? And, but I told God, I'm not going to do a podcast unless I tell people like what you've done for my life and how you restored me inside.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Or yours.
And that's what's hard about the podcast that I'm talking about. And that's what I'm spiritually debating right now, because I'm lagging it on the show because I feel I'm taking 10 steps back. But with that being said, I grew up on Dr. Drew and the Love Line. All you old school fools who knew Dr. Drew and the Love Line, I grew up on that shit, and that shit was fucking viral and crazy. So my show is called Tainted Love. It's where anonymous callers and anonymous people can submit their craziest sex stories, embarrassing sex stories, and me and 3 other of my co-hosts read them out loud and discuss them. Also, you can also submit your anonymous issues, situations where you can seek advice, and for all of it, you can even call in and anonymously, and we'll all discuss it as a unit. You can say, hey, me and my husband, this is just off the top of my dome, just freestyling some shit. Hey, me and my husband just got a house, and my in-law came in, and she walked in on us when my whole she was just sucking his hog or whatever, you know? And now I feel embarrassed. She came over for this big family dinner we're going to have tomorrow night. Yeah. And now I'm just super embarrassed, and I don't know what to do. What do you guys think we should do? And me straight up, I'm probably going to say, first of all, you're married to the man, right? Her son? Yes. That's your house, right? Then that bitch should be fucking embarrassed. You know what I mean? Because she walked in on you. This isn't you guys being teenagers and that's her home. Yeah. She needs to know her place as a mother-in-law and respect your guys' space and knock on that fucking door. So that should be on her conscience and not yours. Yeah, it's going to be a little hard to get through because she just seen you sucking her son's dick. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, that's pretty brutal. But it's like, you know, like, I feel those type of topics and that type of advice, allowing people to call in.
Are you talking about bringing people in?
No, anonymous callers.
Anonymous.
But I will have people like yourself, if you wanted to come on, and now people who are fans of you can be like, man, where did ODM lose his virginity at? We would love to hear that. No one's ever heard stories like that.
So I think No Lames has something similar to that.
Oh,
right?
do they? I don't listen to podcasts.
Remember where G Money? Remember they sit?
Oh, they did, yeah, and they had
they
people
talk,
call in,
and it's an episode, and they play a theme song before it's towards the end.
Oh, that's tight.
And I don't know if they have people call in, but he reads it off his phone.
Oh,
it's
I'm gonna have people call. I'm gonna call other people, deliver bad news.
Okay, so it's
Sophia hasn't talked to Robert in 2 weeks, and Robert's hitting us up like, hey, I haven't talked to Sophia in 2 weeks.
And you're going to get him on the phone.
And I'm going to call fucking Sophia and be like, hey, is this Sophia? This is Tainted Love.
Okay, got you.
You know Robert? Yes. Well, this is, we're trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. Robert's hitting us up and saying that you haven't talked to him in 2 weeks. He says everything was good. You guys went to dinner, and all of a sudden you just ghosted him. What's going on? Well,
some Jerry Springer shit over here.
I fucked his brother and I got pregnant, or he gave me chlamydia, or he gave me gonorrhea and I just turned off, or something. We learned the juicy details, have that fool on fucking mute, then unmute that fool and be like, what? And then actually watch him go at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That is going to go viral. Everybody loves stories like that.
Sure.
And that's another thing that we all have connections to. We all are connected through sex. We all have it. You know what I mean? Everybody has an embarrassing story. Everybody's you know what I'm saying? Everybody's had something funny.
Tommy's had a lot of pre.
Yeah. He's like, he's like, I just did it right now.
And all she did was this, right? Touched his shoulder.
So I have.
It happened on the cruise.
So I'm gonna have.
Next on the Blockout Podcast.
Right? Next on the Blockout Podcast. So I mean, I'm gonna have 3 different co-hosts, including myself, 2 women, 2 men, 1 older, 1 younger. I'm even thinking about another one to cover all age demographic.
Dope.
To get all different perspectives. Heart LeBeau is gonna be one from Hey Love Avenue. Jex 951. She's a Riverside native right here. And I'm still thinking about another one. I had someone in mind, but I don't know, man. We haven't talked in a while, and just I don't know. You know what I mean? So, but I want people who are not shy, who are not afraid to talk about anything. Like, I'm not afraid to say I was touched as a kid. I'm not afraid to say anything like that. I'm down to speak about it and put it all on there. So that's what I'm saying. You're going to get honest, true feedback from a full Chicano lineup. You know what I mean? And I know people love juicy shit like that because Brown Bag fucking blew up. They're on Power 106 now because of that. So I know it's going to do good. At the end of the day, I just want to give good content, help people out with stories, bring honorary guest artists like yourself or actors or whoever, and allow people to get advice from people who they admire. So someone can ask you, ODM, with your morals as a man and your morals as this, how would you go about this situation? And you would tell them.
Well, I'll tell you, Chuck. Next, after the break.
Yeah.
No, bro, I think that's dope, man. You got everything already structured, planned out, bro. You just need to start, homie. What's up?
I mean,
You need to start. It ain't like you ain't got no cameras. It ain't like you got
Right.
no mics.
I wear a lot of hats, man. I just got
Yeah.
my own office space. Shout out to Pam, the tax girl. She hooked me up, man. She has a bunch of offices everywhere.
Really?
I just got an office in Fontana.
Oh shit.
So it's a nice space like this. So that's where I'm going to be having the podcasts. One podcast on one wall, one podcast on the other wall. And I'm just going to really do it. I'm planning to start next month.
Okay.
So we're going to do a couple. I'm not going to do live because of that type of content.
Right.
I'm going to have to ask you for advice too because I don't know how monetization
Nah,
goes.
for sure, I got
I don't
you.
know how any of that stuff goes, but I know I'm just going to pre-record. That way I can censor some things and cut some things out. And I'm just going to make hundreds of reels from all the segments and just make it just go viral. Now, my vision for that is everyone on the lineup cross between everybody who's working, because obviously there's men here who are behind the camera and they might have following. So I'm planning to have at least 500K between everybody, between the hosts and everybody. That way the awareness, the exposure off the bat is good. Heart LeBeau already said Happy Dad's going to sponsor the show.
Dope.
So if I can get like Royalty Honey, like if I can get them to sponsor, maybe a condom brand to sponsor, you know what I mean? Really giving people advice. And at the end of the day, I'm going to figure out a niche of how to give people true advice, maybe like a poem or maybe something to say like, hey, choose your happiness. Don't be miserable. You know your worth. You know what I mean? Like pretty much hype someone up to be like, hey, man, if you're in a situation where you know you don't want to be in, leave, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, just try to give people some type of hope as well as giving people entertainment. You know what I mean?
Directed by Smitty, y'all. He got a lot going on in this play, bro, but there's a reason why you're here on this couch, brother, because you're doing it, man. And don't ever lose that energy.
Of course.
Thank you, man, for everything. You're respectable.
Thank you, brother.
You've been to my crib before I even knew who the fuck you really were, which is thanks to Jason. The fucking I was like, he's coming here. I was like, to the crib?
Right.
But I was like, it's all good, man. I'm glad we had this encounter and you were able to come on
God
here.
bless you,
So
brother. You're a legend.
we directed, what's the Instagram? Let 'em know.
Directed by Smitty. Just type in Smitty, and usually my shit pops up, but directed by Smitty. Yeah, you can follow me on that. My YouTube will be popping soon, so directed by Smitty on that. Look out for the new single featuring KOKANE.
February 7th.
February 7th, R. Keys, Dusty G. Fuller. Before I go, though, I want to leave a message. I just want to tell everybody that know your worth. You're beautiful inside and out. No matter what trials and darkness you're going through right now, just know that it's not forever. Just know that everything's going to be okay in time. Trust the process. If you don't know God, get to know God. If you don't know how to talk to him, just seek him. Just call his name and just talk to him like like I'm talking to you right now. You know what I mean? Ask him to come into your life, to save you, and to show you who he is and how real he is. You know what I mean? Trust your process. Nothing is forever. Anything that you put your mind to, you set your goals. Anything you put 10,000 hours into, you're bound to reach success. You're bound to make a dent and some type of opportunity. You know what I mean? So never give up on yourself. Never give up on your dreams. You know, you're worth more than you tolerate. That's a big one. You're worth more than you tolerate. Evaluate your surroundings. Evaluate who's around you and start plucking those motherfuckers out, because most of the times those people are the ones who are holding you back. Know your value. Love yourself. Respect others. And I just wish you all love and happiness for 2025. Respect. God bless you all. Much love.
Wise words, man. Powerful words right there. Directed by Smitty, man. Once again, you can follow us on all social media at The Blackout Podcast. Hit me tomorrow. TikTok, I go live at 11 a.m. Before we get up out of here, I want to remind you this Sunday, I want to invite you, if you have nothing going on, let's kick it on a Sunday afternoon. We're going to be in OC at La Santa, Oldies and Chill. Come on through. Let's party. Kick it, like I said, old school, funk. I might even get on the ones and twos, man. We're going to be throwing down, but definitely Lighter Shade of Brown ending this Sunday on a Sunday afternoon. More info, go to lightershadofbrown.com. We'll catch you later, man. Peace.